and welcome to Kettle Messages Tarot. I'm your reader, the Gemstar, and this is the weekly tea. Thank you so much for supporting the channel, for subscribing, liking, commenting, and sharing. For your own personal private readings with the Gemstar, visit our website at kettlemessagestarot.my.canva.site in the description box below. Now, let's have a sip of the weekly tea together. Welcome everyone to the weekly tea. I'm your reader, the Gemstar, here to spill this week's tea for all of the Zodiac signs. We are still in Gemini season, so to all my fabulous twins that are tuning in, a very spectacular, fun-filled, love-filled, happy birthday to my Geminis out there, my twins. Love from Kettle Messages Tarot, Spirit, and the Gemstar. We want to remind everyone that on Friday, June 13th, on Kettle Messages Tarot, live with the Gemstar in the tea room, we're going to be unveiling the first Oracle deck by Kettle Messages Tarot. Yours truly, the Gemstar. On Friday the 13th, we will unveil the Oracle deck, the Oracle's tea. So we want to once again invite everyone live Friday, June 13th. Check out the community section. We will be unveiling our new Oracle deck, the Oracle's tea, which is spiritual guide, Madam Gemstar. So guys, this is your weekly tea. I have come back from my spiritual retreat, guys. I've come back from my spiritual retreat, and as we see, the law of attraction does work. We're going to show you that the law of attraction, that the magician in you, the manifester in you, can manifest and communicate with the universe, and that the universe is always listening. So the Gemstar wanted a bell for the tea spilling reading table, and we were searching. We know there are millions of bells out there, but our spiritual quest for this bell took us all the way to Canada. So we want to thank Canada for having us. We love you so much, Canada, my beautiful Canadians out there. You guys are so special. Thank you once again for having me. During our spiritual retreat, we found our bell, and look at how spirit works. Not only took us to find the bell for the tea spilling table, but it has our owl, our wise owl there, and the totem of our native bloodline. Yes, thank you, Canada. Thank you, Canada, for hosting us, for having us. It was a wonderful time, and Spirit has manifest the bell that we were asking for the reading table. Thank you, Spirit, and thank you all my Canadians. Mwah! Love to Canada. So let's begin. Let's ring our bell, okay? We're going to use it for the first time on Kettle Messages Tarot. We're going to use Spirit's bell to dispel all lower vibrational energies. So we're going to bless our bell. We keep all lower vibrational energies away from the reading table. Oh, a wonderful Bell for the reading table. We want to get that in there because we were so excited. We have seen so many bells in our travel, but when the gem star and spirit saw this bell, we said, wow, we had to travel all the way to Canada to find you. Look at how beautiful this bell is. There we see the totem, and we see the Canadian flag, the maple. Let's begin our weekly tea. Now that the gem star is back from her spiritual retreat, or energized and ready to spill the tea. The weekly tea, that is. Welcome, my fabulous twins. A very happy birthday, Gemini. You know how we do it here. A little different, a little special. We're going to begin the weekly tea this week with a message from Spirit. We want to just remind you, Geminis, Gemmies. Are you going to have a hard time speaking this week? Okay. So Geminis, we just want to remind you once again, check out the community section, our website, Kettle Messages, tarot.mind.canva.site. We are doing the unveiling of our first Oracle deck, the Oracle's Tea, on Friday, June 13th. So be there in the tea room live when we unveil the deck and we use it. Geminis, let's begin spilling tea for the fabulous twins. Let's begin with a message from Spirit. A message from Spirit for the fabulous twins for their weekly tea this week. Let's hit it. Geminis. Let's see what is going on this week. A week of tranquility, Geminis. Trust that all will turn out well. Everything will fall into place. Peace of mind and tranquility will be the result. So this week, things are falling into place. You're paying attention to those signs, synchronicity, and your psychic abilities have been heightened at this time, and you feel like you are being guided by the hand of Spirit, and you cannot make a false step with Spirit this week. So trust that all is going to turn out well and that everything is going to start falling into place. Things are going to become more clear. You're going to start understanding people, places, and things better. And this will give you a peace of mind and bring you much needed tranquility. Oh, a week of tranquility for my fabulous twins. Let's continue spilling the tea. Let's continue spilling the tea for my Geminis who are celebrating their solar return. Happy birthday, Geminis. I hope you guys are having the time of your lives, living to the fullest. Let's see what is going on this week. Victory and triumph. So you have overcome something. This is a winner's energy. This is an energy of confidence, of knowing your place in the world, being on the right path, on the right track, finally getting those flowers, recognition, accolade, pats on the back. This week is a week of triumph, victory, and tranquility. So we see that you're going to be victorious in an area of your life this week that will bring in peace of mind and tranquility. Okay, something maybe that you have been pondering over or thinking about, or something that you have put in motion, something that you have put in motion and you're waiting to see the results. You're waiting to see if it's going to be successful, how things are going to turn out. And if that's how you're coming into the week, Geminis, then know that this is going to be a week of victory and triumph, where whatever you're working on will be successful this week. Let's continue. Oh, they are flying out, Geminis. Unconditional love. Oh, so you are not only receiving your flowers, but you are receiving kisses, hearts, and candy this week as well. Unconditional love. People who love you for you. Okay, the crazy, wacky, kooky, mercurial to and fro. You. So you are finding kindred spirit, like-minded spirits. You have found your tribe, your family, your circle, or you are finding them this week. You are receiving unconditional love from others, much support for the things that you believe in and the things that you are working on. So I feel an energy of being very supported, especially if you're trying to fulfill a childhood dream, a childhood goal, or you have been working on something for a very long time. It started very small. It was a seed. It was your baby. And now you're going to see the fruits of your labor this week. So whatever you are working on, Geminis, you are going to receive so much love, so many flowers, so much recognition this week. And you're going to feel elated, full of joy and happiness like a child. And you could be receiving your awards, your diplomas. You can be graduating. You can be upgrading. You can be having a glow up at this time. But this is a week so far, Geminis, that we see that you are regaining a peace of mind, balance in your life, tranquility in your life. Things that you have been worried and concerned about will turn out successfully as you are receiving support and unconditional love this week, fulfilling a childhood dream, a childhood hope, or just being filled with gratitude, happiness, and joy this week. Oh, wow, Gemmies. I'm loving this energy you're working with this week, Geminis. Let's continue spilling the tea for my fabulous twins. Okay, so we see that you have been dealing with the Wicked Witch of the West. So some of you may have been dealing with difficult matriarchs. They could have been very judgmental of you, Geminis, or very disciplinary, very abusive, or bullying. Okay, this is like the evil stepmother. So let's put it out there like that. Let's label it like that. Some of you have been dealing with an evil stepmother. Doesn't necessarily have to be a stepmother. It could be mother, sister, cousin. But it is a matriarch. It is a female. And this person has caused a lot of problems, delays, obstacles, and issues in your life. This person, a troublemaker, a drama queen, a narcissist, a bully. Someone that has been wishing you ill or giving you the evil eye or just hating on you. For some of you, they're even doing magic to destroy your relationships and your life. This person is toxic, miserable, hateful, evil. And for some of you, this is where, you're gaining that peace of mind and gaining that tranquility, because it's like you have dropped the house on the Wicked Witch of the West. So Geminis, this week, the house is dropping on some Wicked Witch of the West that you have been dealing with, or that has just been causing problems and trouble in your life. And this is a win. The universe is looking out for you, giving you love and support while you're either being abused, bullied, or attacked by someone. But we see that this week you're winning over this situation because this person is, a shirker. This person is lazy. This person is complacent. This person only whines and complains about their situation, but never comes up with a solution. So there's someone here throwing a pity party, Geminis this week, throwing a pity party, misery loves company, hating, maybe being a bully or abusive towards you. And this is something that you need to block. You need to keep in mind that this is a tranquil week, that this is a drama-free week, and that to trust in spirit and your guardian angel and your guides, that all is going to turn out well and things will fall into place. Remove from your life and do not entertain people who are complacent, who are lazy, who just bitch and whine and moan about problems, but never talk about solutions, how we could work on this, how we can make things better. No, Geminis, let's attack you because they're going through issues and problems, and you're too tranquil and peaceful for this chaotic energy, this toxic energy. This toxic energy doesn't want to see you peaceful, doesn't want to see balance in your life. They want to see you miserable, out of balance, crying, just like they are. But they are going through karma right now. They're going through some humbling experiences. We advise that you not interfere with this karma playing out with a matriarch in your life, someone who comes off as the wicked witch of the West, does spells, does evil eye, just is very negative, is bullying, is abusive, always puts you down, always have a bad word, never gives you flowers, never is appreciative of you, Geminis, never shows you the love. So you're blocking this out. We see you successfully getting away from that this week and enjoying the company of positive people. People who love you unconditionally, people who are not bullying you, people who are not aggressive and abusive, who are welcoming, accepting, open-minded. So you're finding, as we said, kindred spirits, like-minded souls. As you raise your vibration this week with the tranquility and having a peaceful mindset and staying in gratitude and open to the blessings of the universe, you welcome in a new support group, a new tribe, a new spiritual family, a new soulmate family this week. Through this dark period that you're dealing with the wicked witch of the West, the spirit suggests that you see the humor in this situation. Not that spirit is saying laugh at this person. No, this person is going through a very difficult time in their life. They're enduring karma. They're going through a humbling of spirit. Spirit is cracking the whip on the wicked witch in your life, Geminis. So we're not saying laugh at them or their situation, but to find humor on how they're attacking you instead of just focusing on the issue and the problem at hand and working with you on a solution. They're just digging their own grave, or they're making a situation worse for themselves by just attacking you. instead of communicating with you. And until they can do that, then you are being asked to have no contact, to have distance, all for your health and peace of mind and tranquility this week. This week, you guys are going to be meeting like-minded kindred souls, honest people, people who are welcoming and whose company you're going to enjoy, and who enjoy your company, and they're going to be telling you, hey Gemini, we can't wait to see you again. It's not goodbye, it's until we meet again, right? Merry meet, merry part, merry meet again. Geminis, that has been your weekly tea, regaining a peace of mind, letting the house drop on the wicked witch of the west, letting karma just do its job. You don't do anything here, just have no contact. Don't feed this energy, your energy at all. Block it out. Continue to be with those who are supportive, who continue to show you unconditional love, who show you and give you your flowers when you are triumphant and victorious in something that you have been working for very hard and for a very long time, fulfilling a childhood dream this week. Ciao, bellos and bellas. Welcome, my little crabs, to Kettle Messages Tarot Live. This is the weekly tea with your reader, the Gem Star. We just want to remind you guys that the unveiling of our very first Oracle deck will happen live in the tea room this Friday, June 13th. Make sure to check out our community section and our website, kettlemessagestarot.my.canva.site, to stay up on the news and to book your own readings. Let's spill the tea. We're going to begin with a message from Spirit, a little different, a little special. You know how we do it. Let's get a message from Spirit for the little crabs this week. What's the energy for Cancerians going on a journey? You're going on a journey within, like hermit mode, doing that introspection, or you're actually physically going on vacation, traveling, taking a short trip, but you are going to be soaring to new heights this week, Cancer. This is a week to experiment, to play, to allow your spirit the freedom to explore new and exciting possibilities for your life. Follow the rainbow this week, Cancer. Across the horizon, a pot of gold awaits. Ooh, good luck. This is like receiving the 4-leaf clover this week. So something good is coming to you this week. A blessing from Spirit, a blessing from the universe, where everything is turning out well. This is a week where you're going to be soaring to new heights. You're being encouraged to let your hair down, to experiment, try new things this week. Make sure that you're playing, that you're having fun, that you're, entertaining the inner child in you this week. Explore something new. There's so many exciting possibilities for your life this week. Follow the rainbow across the horizon as you find your pot of gold. It's time to travel. It's time to take that journey. Okay, it's time to have fun and play, Cancerians. Yes, my little crabs. Okay, there's some temptation this week. Let's see where this is going. There's temptation this week, my little crabs. Ooh, you are a caretaker. You may be in the field of taking care of others. And there may be someone, playing the sympathy card this week, Cancer. Like, I have a cold, but I'm acting like I'm on my deathbed. This is the kind of energy that's coming through. like somebody overdoing it, overreacting about being under the weather just because they want you to take care of them, to spend time with them. So someone that you may have not been spending time with, or someone who's trying to get your attention in the recent past, you know, they have strike out with you 1, 2, 3, 4 times, Cancer, and now they're gonna cry wolf. Oh my God, Cancer, I need you. I'm not feeling well this week. I need a friend, Cancer. I need you to come through. It's very tempting, but are you going to play the card of the caretaker this week when Spirit is saying that you need to be taking care of yourself? You're supposed to be having fun this week, doing things that encourage play and fun and playfulness and lightheartedness, and spending your time taking care of someone else who's just faking the funk, okay? Basically, they're faking that something's wrong with them because they want your attention. They want you to pamper them, baby them, you know, somebody very needy, clingy here, giving off that clingy vibe, that needy energy. Be careful with that you're being tempted to spend all your time taking care of another when you need me time, when you need to be looking out for yourself and having some fun. You see, someone depends on you too much, is very codependent, Cancer. All right, you have someone this week that's very, very codependent on you. They depend on you for their survival. And they're like, Cancer, I need you, I need you, I need you, I need you. But if you don't recharge, if you don't take care of yourself, Cancer, if you work yourself to the bone, you know, people pleasing and tending to others and taking care of others and working 24/7 to make sure that you're being a provider, that you're fulfilling and checking everybody else's boxes while ignoring your own. This is not healthy, Cancer. This is not healthy for you. Okay, so think about it when somebody over here, Cancer, is really trying you and wants to consume all your time and your energy. When this is a week that you should be focused on having some fun. You work too hard. You taking care of someone else 24/7. This is not healthy. This is codependent. This person needs to learn how to handle things on their own, Cancer. Okay? Don't enable. You see? You cannot tolerate this. You cannot tolerate this. And they cannot tolerate the fact that you want me time, that you need a break, that you need to put yourself first, that you are saying and putting your foot down and saying, hey, I do enough for you. I need to do a little for me this week, Cancer says. And they are not happy with that. But you cannot tolerate that type of behavior. You cannot tolerate someone throwing temper tantrums, someone faking like they're sick, just to keep you home, just to keep you around, just to keep you locked down. That's not good. Okay? They want to sit on the throne, Cancer. No. You see, they're trying to knock you off your throne. You need to get off your feet. You need to take a break. You need to take a break and you need to speak up. This is the King of Swords. You know? See what's going on is unfair to you, to your time, to your energy. Where's the appreciation? Where's the gratitude, right? You need a break. You need a break. Don't put up with people's temper tantrums. You see, for some of you, it's a friend. For some of you, is a lover, it's a husband, a wife. Just one-sided. You doing everything. The cooking, the cleaning, the raising of the children, the taking care of your partner. You need a break. You need a vacation. You need a time out. You need a spa day. But you need a break. Okay? And you need to let your lover know that You have earned this time. You are not asking for permission. You are not asking. You are taking a break. You are taking a break. You have choices to make this week, Cancer. Do you want to be in one-sided marriages and one-sided relationships, in one-sided friendships or connections where you're doing all the work? You're the supporter, you're the caregiver. They depend on you for survival. They are constantly needy and clingy. They give you no breathing room and no appreciation and no respect for your time and what you need, Cancer. Do you want to be in this type of connection? This is a week to think about it. Okay, that journey we said, right? Introspection, going within, and reviewing your relationships and your connections where you are constantly giving, 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 giving. And then when you say, wait a minute, I can't give this week, I need a break, I need a timeout, then they throw a temper tantrum. How dare you, Cancer? You can't take a break. You need to do this for me and that for me. And I need you to do this. I can't do it for myself. No, they can do it for themselves. It's just that they've gotten used to you doing everything. And you have been tolerating this for too long. You've been enabling this, Cancer. So you've been playing a role in this. And it's you who needs to straighten out the King of Swords on his throne and lay down the law and lay down the justice and draw the line and draw boundaries, okay? You're not doing that. You're not drawing the boundaries, and your boundaries are trash and they're just stepping all over it this week. Oh, face the facts. We said it. Straighten out this King of Swords. Get clear, okay? Don't delude yourself. Don't make excuses. The King of Swords, tilted, just making excuses for others, enabling them. Oh, poor them. They really need the help. They really need me. No, they don't. No, they don't. They playing on your sympathy. They playing on your empathy. They playing on your nurturing and your kind-hearted self. You see, they don't want me to tell you the truth. Let me drink some tea. They don't want me to tell you the truth of what they're doing. Face the facts. Okay, face the facts. It's time to put this right. Put this right, Cancer. This week, you got husbands and wives taking advantage of your kindness, all right, and your generosity, and your giving self. You have people taking advantage of this, family members, siblings, friends, lovers, soulmates. But you have people in your life that you are constantly giving to. You have not put any boundaries here. You need to stop enabling. You need to face the fact that you have been enabling. You need to face the fact that you need to speak up, draw boundaries, lay down the law, lay down the justice, put down some rules, put down some structure where people are just running all over you. Do it. Do it or walk away. Do that journey, do that 8 of Cups and walk away. Take a break. You see, we said it at the very beginning. Somebody's trying to tempt you to do something in their best interest, not in yours. Put yourselves first this week. Speak up. Draw that line in the sand. Make rules. Have boundaries. And make sure they are following the rules, or let them know that you will walk away if need be, Cancer. That has been your weekly tea. Until we spill tea again, we hope to see you in the tea room this Friday at the unveiling of the Oracle deck, the Oracle's Tea. Ciao. Leo, my kings and queens of the jungle. Welcome, Lion and Lionesses. Be sure to have your notification bells on and be subscribed to this channel as we unveil our first Oracle deck, the Oracle's Tea, this Friday, Friday the 13th, of course, in the Tea Room Live. Let's begin with the message from Spirit, a little different, a little special, on Kettle Messages Tarot. Let's get that message for Leos this week from Spirit. Innocence. Do you remember when you were innocent, Leos? Huh? My Lion and Lionesses, this week, the message from Spirit is an energy surrounding you of purity, of joy. You are being encouraged this week, Leos, to just be you. Be pure, be innocent, be authentic, be true to yourselves. You are a light of joy in this world, and don't you forget it, Leos. Expect positive outcomes to flow from your honesty and your pure intentions. So, this week, as long as your intentions are pure and you are coming from the heart and you are honest when speaking and engaging with others this week, then you can be sure that things will turn out well. Expect positive outcomes this week. When you be authentic, when you are honest, good things come your way. Let's continue spilling tea for the Lion and Lionesses this week. Let's see what this conversation is about. So you have been extremely tolerant. Oh, for some Leos, this week, if you suffer allergies, make sure to have your allergy medication with you this week. Some of you have a low tolerance to toxicity and harsh conditions and environments. And you may need allergy medication. You may need to visit the doctor this week. You may also just metaphorically need to be removing yourselves from harsh conditions, toxic relationships, toxic work environments, toxic connections, situation, people, places, and things. So remember, the message from Spirit is one of purity and innocence and needing to be honest with yourselves this week, that if you find yourselves in toxic situations, environments, this is a week that you remove yourself. Avoid confrontations. Remove yourself from confrontations, toxic people, places, and things. This will allow a positive outcome to unfold. You know, don't feed the fire. They're trying to poke the bear this week. They're trying to make the lion roar this week with their extreme toxic belief views, imposing their ways on you. This is block it out, walk away, no contact, remove yourself from anything trying to provoke negativity from you and from within you. This is a week to stay positive, to remind yourself that you are the light and the joy. No one can steal your joy. No one can steal your happiness unless you allow it. That's what Spirit says. Don't allow anyone to steal your peace and your joy or your opportunities this week, Leos. You are a star. You may be a little star now, but you can shine very bright and grow to be a big star. Even, in the entertainment business, a star in your life, playing the star role in your life, knowing that you are a leader, knowing that you are a manifester, a co-creator with the universe in your life. Know that you have potential, a little star within that wants to grow. So you have great potential, Leos, and you need to set your goals high. Okay? Aim for the stars. Go for it. Go all out this week. Okay? That's right. Go all out. Yes, you're going to have haters. Yes, you're going to have naysayers. Yes, this week we see that you're going to have people telling you that's not possible. You're not built for it, Leos. You're never going to be able to make this dream possible. You're never going to succeed. That's a ultimate fail. You're about to prove them wrong, okay? Prove your haters wrong this week. Show the potential you have. Show that the light that you have within you is honest and pure, and that you're going to shine it bright this week. You are going to be seen come hell or high water. Whoever doesn't like it, that's too bad for them. Okay, that's personal. This is a week that you need to communicate. You need to stand up for yourselves. You need to network, promote yourselves, promote your business. All right, advertise. Go for the gold. Go for the gold. This week, communication is important. You got to get yourselves out there. You got to make yourselves known. You got to let people know that Leo has arrived. You need to let them feel that energy, that when you walk into the room, you're going to make those heads turn. And you're going to make them recognize that Leo is in the house, and that Leo is bringing much to the table, and that Leo should be chosen for that job. Leo should be chosen. All right? Yes, Leos. Share your thoughts and your feelings this week. Share your thoughts and your feelings this week. Don't let any opportunity pass you by. This is a week where there's a lot of opportunities to succeed, to excel, to propel yourselves forward, to reach for the stars, to reach success, to fulfill a goal or a dream. But you cannot allow yourselves to get distracted. You cannot allow yourselves to get sidetracked by the haters, by the naysayers, by the people, sitting at home doing nothing for themselves while you out there hustling and doing your thing. Okay, remember that. You are out there doing your thing. These people are just pointing fingers or keyboard bullying. All right? Don't give them no energy. You see? They're the ones filled with doubt and fear. They know that you are about to shine, that you are about to have a glow up, that you are about to have something successful happen in your life. Oh yeah. These people are hating. Why you so obsessed with me? Leo, they obsessed with you. Isn't Mariah Carey a Leo as well, if I'm not mistaken? Sorry if I am. But hey, this is Leo's energy. Like Leo is saying, why you so obsessed with my life? Why you so obsessed with my goals and my dreams? Why you so obsessed with my lifestyle, with my business, with what I'm doing? Mind your business. That's your energy, Leo, this week. Tell them to mind their damn business. Play that song for them. Why you so obsessed? They obsessed because they don't know what you're working on. Okay? It's like you're working on something on the wraps, or you haven't been communicating with others much. You haven't been communicating and letting people know what you're up to on social media, or you haven't been reaching out to your friends and family and letting them know what's going on. But people are hating here this week, Leos, because they don't know what's going on and they want to know. And you're like, why are you obsessed? Why are you obsessed? Why you need to know what's going on in Leo's life? It's none of your damn business. That's the attitude to have, Leos. Nothing is getting past you. It's like, mind your business. I'm just living my full potential at this time, or I'm trying to live my full potential at this time. Way to go, Leos. You got goals. You got high goals for yourselves. You have set high goals for yourself, and you will succeed. Nothing will stop you. You are an unstoppable freight train this week, just running over these haters, running over the naysayers, just running over the train track, running them over on the train track. Look, I kid you not. They are tied up on the train track, and you is just running over them. They just hating because they don't know what you're doing. They don't know what you're working on. They don't know what's going on in your life, Leos. Way to go. That's the way to do it, Leos. They want you to communicate. And you're letting them know that you'll communicate when you're damn good and ready to communicate. That's right. Nobody traps the Leo. No, no, no. Leo says you don't trap the Leo. You don't make demands on the Leo. You don't tell Leo when Leo should communicate with you, when Leo should see you, when Leo should let you know what's going on. Leo will communicate with you when they're damn good and ready. Okay? If you are giving a Leo an ultimatum this week, watch out with that. If you are giving Leo ultimatums, trying to trap them, trying to tie Leos down this week, okay? Trying to find out what's Leo up to, what Leo is doing, just blowing up their phone and their social media. Leo will disappear on you, okay? Leo will disappear on you this week because for Leo, they are trying to stay in a positive light. Oh, J-Lo is a Leo, a rising star, right? An icon. Look at this image. It looks like J-Lo. Looks a little like J-Lo there, giving that Leo energy, okay? Yeah, let's take it from her. You know, she's always coming under attack for her love choices, or for her music, for her acting. Let's use her for an example. She's a Leo. It kind of looks like her. Let's use her as an example as being, you know, an empress, okay? For being a queen, for being an icon, for letting people know she runs them over, you know, just like that train, running them over. Nothing stops her, nothing keeps her down, not a divorce, not, you know, bad press, not a bad picture, nothing is keeping her down. She goes back and hits the gym. She goes back and does her glow up. She goes back and gets back on that stage. Comes up with a new movie. Comes up with a new show. Comes out with a new business. Okay? Take her as the example this week. You reach for the stars and let no one, especially the naysayers and the critics, hold you back. You can be an icon too if you let nothing disturb your peace and stay positive and focus on your dreams. Go for the gold, Leos. Go for the gold. That has been your weekly tea, my lion and lionesses. May you have a blessed week. Ciao. Virgos, my beautiful Virgos. Let's take a message from Spirit. You are live with the Gemstar on Kettle Messages Tarot, doing a little different, a little special. We also want to remind you guys, check out the website, the community section. Make sure you're subscribed. You have your notification bells on. This Friday, we are unveiling our first Oracle deck, the Oracle's Tea, live Friday, June 13th. Let's see what Spirit has to say for Virgos this week. Virgos, what's going on? Soulmate. You're going to be with one of your soulmates this week, spending time with your soulmate, Virgos. Your soulmate's back in town. Your soulmate's with you now. Love, partnership, magnetic attraction between two people, a union this week, Virgos. You discover a deeper sense of self, a relationship with another this week. Yes, your other half is with you this week, and you're gonna be spending time with them. Let's spill the tea. Let's see how this unravels. Oh, I'm loving it, Virgos. One more time. This energy, let's bring it in for the Virgos. Love, partnership, magnetic attraction between two people for Virgos this week. A union is coming together, meeting your soulmate returning, realizing that your soulmate is in your life or coming into your life this week, Virgos. You're going to discover a deeper sense of self through a relationship with another. Remember, your soulmates come in many forms. They are not only romantic. Okay, so Virgos, in the recent past, this is maybe why you're getting this soulmate connection. Because for some Virgos, you have been going through a very difficult time in a connection. Whatever type of ship you are in this week, you have been having a difficult time with someone. So this week, you may prefer to be alone and detach yourselves from a soulmate, especially if their story is not jiving with you. All right. So for some Virgos this week, you will ghost someone or take some time apart from someone, detach yourself from a soulmate this week because their story has holes, their story is weak, their argument is weak, and something is off. Something is not sounding right. Something is not looking right to you, Virgos. And you see the red flags, all right? I'm feeling that energy where if you started dating someone, you may be seeing red flags. If you have been in a difficult, toxic relationship or are in one currently, then you're starting to see the cracks. You know, the light is starting to shine through the cracks and you're starting to see these red flags popping up all over the place. And for some of you, you're backing up, you're backing out. You're like, wait a minute, hold up. I think I need some time to think about this before I continue moving forward with this soulmate. All right, so Virgos, if you're working on a project or something, Spirit advises you to keep it on the wrap, as there are copycats, people trying to steal your artistic work or your project, whatever you're working on, okay? Whatever you are working on. If you're working on a relationship, somebody's trying to third party, trying to drive a wedge, trying to separate you, okay? Or trying to make themselves a third wheel in your relationship. Be careful with that this week. If you are working on a project, be careful who you're sharing your ideas with, because you got some money-making ideas And even your friends are capable of stealing from you or copying from you this week. For some of you, you're in a toxic relationship, Virgos. If you are, listen up, Spirit says, if you are in a relationship where you are being ridiculed by a lover, a boyfriend, a girlfriend, a partner, a friend, if you are being made fun of, if you are being made the joke, the butt of a joke, if you are being ridiculed, if you are being humiliated, if you are being, bullied, or you feel in a relationship or a connection, a partnership, that you're scared of this person or you're nervous around this person gives you just the bad vibes, throws you off, then remove yourself. These are all red flags. Pay attention to your intuition. Okay, look at this card. Some of you get goo goo gaga. Let's get real. You're dealing with the High Priestess, the Queen of Swords, the Gem Star here. Let's get real. Some of you be wearing some rose-colored glasses, romanticizing your relationships. Prince Charming, Princess Charmed. And they're not. They're not, your knight in shining armor. They're not the princess you need to kiss to wake up from a sleeping slumber and happily ever after happens. Some of these soulmates are toxic. They're in your life just to teach you to love yourself, to draw boundaries, to have the courage and strength to remove yourself from toxic relationships, to love yourself first, to build that courage and that strength within you, to know that you deserve respect. And if you're not getting it, and you're being made fun of or you're being humiliated by someone who supposedly loves you and you're being disrespected, then maybe it's time, to cut ties. All right? Spirit only advises you on what's coming through. I am only the conduit and the messenger, and I must give it to you straight. Don't romanticize and don't make excuses. Don't have Stockholm syndrome. Get help, get counseling, get therapy, get away. Get away. This week looks good for money. All right? Money, work, and career looks good. So if you're looking for employment, if you're looking to land a job, if you're looking for an internship, if you're looking for your side hustle to pick up, if you want to do your startup, you want to start a side business or go entrepreneurship and start your own business or work for someone, all that has the green light this week. So go for it, okay? Ooh, finding your purpose. Finding your purpose. Those red flags, Virgos. Those red flags. Finding your place. Finding your soulmate. One that uplifts you. Okay? One that sticks around. That doesn't walk away. That's not confused whether to stay or go. Or plays this game with you. Has you under fear. They dangle their love in front of you, Virgos, like a carrot. They dangle their relationship, their love in front of you. And they're like, Virgos, if you don't make me happy, if you don't fulfill me, if you don't, do everything I want, then I'll leave. I'll leave, okay? It's like if you're always living under threat with a partner. If some of you are in that type of relationship, then it's time to move on. It's like, come on. How many signs do you need? What do you need to see? How far are you going to let this go until you draw the line in the sand and you say, I cannot be in a toxic relationship. I don't want someone who I can't trust. I don't want to be with someone who, when they speak to me, I can't believe a word they say. I don't want to be with someone that, you know, I live under duress. I live under fear. It's like walking on glass. I'm always on 10. Like, I'm on edge. My nerves are all over the place. If you're feeling like that, it's time to check out. It's time to find your purpose. It's time to find your moral compass. You know, is this love? Ask yourself, is this love? Is this loving me? Is this honoring me? So this week, Virgos, look at your relationships, look at your friendships, your connections, look at especially the connections you consider soulmate, and look at them. Take a step back, take the rose-colored glasses off, and ask yourself those hard questions. Can I trust this person? Do I feel safe around this person? Does this person make me feel loved, honored, respected? Oh, wow. Oh, regain your strength. Yes, regain your self-respect, Virgos. Regain your self-respect. Don't let someone put you as an option. Don't let someone use the love you have for them against you. Don't allow others to use the so-called love they have for you to manipulate you, to dangle it in front of you. If you don't play by the rules, Virgo, I'll leave. I'll leave. And Spirit is saying, you know, Virgos, maybe you should be the one to consider leaving. You know, don't allow someone to play with you like this, to manipulate, to play mind games with you, to go hot and cold, to love bomb and then ghost. Love bomb, you know. Regain your strength. Take your power back. Take your power back. Rebuild trust. Trust yourselves. Trust in your intuition. When your gut feeling is saying, this is not right for me, this is not healthy, this is not love, you will know when it's love. You will know when it's right for you. You will know when it's a healthy soulmate. You will know. But if it's toxic, don't just slap the soulmate label on it. Spirit said level. It's like level up, Virgos, level up. Don't smack a soulmate level on top of a toxic connection just to make it acceptable and tolerant. While this person in the connection with you lies, makes you feel nervous, makes you feel distrustful. Focus on your money. You see? A peace of mind. Four of Swords. You need a break. You need to separate at this time from a toxic friendship or connection, or from any type of relationship that is hot and cold, in and out, that, you know, a fair weather friend, a lover that love bombs, gaslights, disappears, goes, comes back. It's a game. It's a mind game, a manipulation, you know, dangling a carrot in front of you, trying to make you jump through hoops like you a circus animal. No. No. You need a peace of mind. This person has you frazzled. This person has your spirit fragmented. You can't think clearly. You can't get sleep. You can't, you know, you're just frazzled. I can't even get the words out because you're so frazzled. You're so fragmented. This person has you on edge. Toxic people, places, and things need to be removed in your life so that you can regain your strength, so that you can take your power back from the energy vampires. Yes, take your power back from the users, the abusers. Find your own purpose. Find your own life. Find your own way. Find your own path. Don't be a follower. Don't follow others. Don't stay in toxic friendships and relationships just because you may be afraid to be alone. Know that, Virgo, in the tarot, you represent the hermit, the ultimate loner. And that's what you need at this time. You need loner time. You need me time. You need introspection time. You need time to detach, to get away, especially to get away from people who lie, who play games. One minute they like you, the next minute they hate you. One minute they love you, the next minute they don't know you. Then one minute they want to be with you and hang out with you and talk to you and spend time with you. And then the next time they see you, you stink, they avoid you, or they ghost you, or they don't communicate with you. These are toxic soulmates. These connections like that are here to teach you self-love. It's up to you to teach people how to treat you. Value your time. Respect your time. It is valuable. Respect your love, the energy you have to give to another. All you have to give to another. Respect that. Enough to take it back when someone is not appreciating you, Virgos. I'm not feeling the love or the appreciation from others, Virgos. And if that's happening this week, then pull your energy back and be alone. Be alone and avoid toxic connections. Be your own moral compass. You know what's right for you. And if someone is making you feel frazzled, making you feel scared in any way, making you feel unloved or confused or like an option, or you just on edge, it's time to break free. Find your peace of mind. Find your happy place. Go into nature. Take a vacation. Or else the universe might force time off on you. Better to plan it. At least you'll know where you're going, Virgos, rather than having the universe force a break on you, which may not be a vacation, which may be a hospital stay, because some of you may have a mental breakdown. Some of you, okay, may have anxiety attacks this week, or just blow-ups because, too much pressure. It's like the pressure cooker. You need to release some pressure and you need to detach and find your own time and find your own path this week, Virgos. Stay away from toxic friends. It's best to be a lone wolf than to be hanging out with a hungry pack that has their eyes on you. That has been your weekly tea. May you have a blessed week ahead. Ciao. Libra, my scales of justice. Let's lay down the law. Lay down the justice with my Libras. Libras, we're making it a little different, a little special. We're bringing messages from Spirit for this weekly tea. We also want to remind everyone to subscribe, have your notification bells on, as we will be going live Friday the 13th to unveil our first Oracle deck, the Oracle's Tea, and we want to share that with you. So let's spill the tea for Libra. Let's begin with a message from Spirit for Libra. Patience, Libra. So you have a lot on your plate. You have a lot coming at you. You have a lot going on this week. But you will be entering a time of great love and peace, Libra. Be patient. Allow the current storm to clear. Resurrection after this will occur. No more wounds only love predicted for the future. So you've been going through it, Libra, and you're even asking yourselves, is there a God? Is there spirit? Is there someone out there, my guardian angel, listening to me? Yes, they are listening to you, but there are things that need to fall into place before the blessing can be bestowed upon you and the storm to be cleared. So, shit is hitting the fan this week, Libra. Let's just put it the way it is, plain and simple. Shit is hitting the fan. All hell is breaking loose this week. People running around with chicken no heads. People, confronting each other or bumping heads with each other, or at odds, or not seeing eye to eye. You are going to need patience, patient with others, patient with yourselves when you're rushing, trying to get something done, and you forget this and that, and you got to go back and do this and back and do that, and you're going to frustrate yourselves, and you're going to become angry with yourselves. And Spirit is saying, don't do that. Okay? Jesus is saying, just call on Christ, call on me, call on Jesus to take the wheel at this time. Find your inner peace. Find your center this week and breathe deeply and take breaks and walk away when things are becoming too much, and have a little more patience with yourself and with others this week as things are going on, not only for you, but for everybody around you as well, for the business that you're working for. If you own your own business, things are going crazy right now. There can be confrontations and misunderstandings happening. If you have deadlines to meet, then you're feeling the pressure, and you're putting this pressure on yourself to get things done. Easy does it. Easy does it, Libra. Okay? You making me dizzy and lightheaded. Easy does it. I'm feeling it, Libra. Okay? You might pass out. Easy does it. Drink a lot of water. Stay hydrated. Take breaks. Don't work through lunch. Take your break. Okay? And when it's time to clock out, clock out. And when everybody is going crazy around you, step back. This is a week to focus on your health. Look, yes, you can give yourself panic attacks, heart attacks, blood pressure this week. You may be needing to take visits to the doctors for some health issues. Maybe you do have high blood pressure, diabetes, cholesterol, something going on with you, vertigo, a chemical imbalance, something that has to do with the blood as well. Libra, something going on with your heart. You need to get a physical checkup this week, or you need to take it easy on yourselves before you drive yourselves into a hospital bed. Be patient. Oh, a boss or a superior is coming down on you. You need to have patience with your boss and your superiors this week. Don't lose your cool, because we see heart attack, we see panic attacks. You can blow up on your boss because you're so stressed out. You're looking at this boss like, what the hell? Like, what else do you want? What else can I do for you? Just breathe through it. Breathe through it. Okay? Know that they're going to be extra bossy this week, Libra. The bosses, the managers, the supervisors, okay? There is something going on in their life or in their company. They have to meet deadlines. Something is happening. And your bosses are on 10 this week. Be patient. Stay calm and don't blow up, okay? Because it's you who's going to wind up in the hospital or wind up on the unemployment line. Just be calm. This storm is gonna pass, all right? Just try to do your best in the situation. If they ask you to do it 2, 4, 5, 3, 1,000,000 times, you do it. You do it and you do it with a smile on your face. Ah, yes, you needing to relieve tension before things explode. Confirmation, I want to get that in there. Confirmation. Spirit was telling you, you are going to wind up in the hospital if you do not take a break. You need to relieve tension. Hit the gym after work. During your lunch, go running, go jogging. Go into the middle of a park, a forest, yell, scream. All right? Go to the gym, sweat it out, hit that punching bag. Do some gardening. You need to release stress and tension. Go take a massage, get a massage. Treat yourself to a spa day. Treat yourself to a massage. Or treat yourself to a vacation or a time out. Because we see confirmation, bosses are on 10 this week and you can lose it. You know, they're sitting on their throne. They're being the king of the castle, the queen of the castle. Do this, do that, do this, do that, do this, do that. And they're just waiting for you to be insubordinate so they could just take out their frustration on you some more. Don't allow it. Don't feed into it. Breathe through it. Find ways to release tension, release the pressure, release the anger. You are being asked to be the grown-up this week. You are dealing with some big babies. Your bosses are big babies, throwing temper tantrums, exaggerating issues and problems. But that's how they are. You know, they signed the check. If you don't like it, you can always quit. But if you don't have that option, Libra, then Spirit suggests that you be the mature one, be the responsible one, and let it slide like water off a duck's back. Just try to zone it out when they're screaming, all right? Don't let it take you down and don't let it take you out. You feeling, again, overburdened and swamped. Some of you, the outburst for some Libras this week is, I effing quit. I effing quit. You can take this job and shove it. Some of you Libras are quitting, but not before giving your bosses a piece of your mind. But be careful with that because you don't want the business, the company, the boss to call the law on you. So be careful how you go off. You are the diplomatic sign. And we know when you lay down the law, lay down the justice, you can be raw or you can be diplomatic. And this is a situation where we want you to exit with class, with your head held high, with class, with your self-respect intact, and with a big smile on your face. Thank you for this opportunity, but it is no longer fulfilling for me, and I'm giving in my resignation. I'm giving in my 2 weeks notice. I'm quitting. I'm retiring. But for some of you, it's a definite quit. I quit. For others of you, you're not in the position to quit. So you're being asked to calm down, to take a deep breath, because you will go off on this person and the boss will fire you. Okay? Others of you, you are too stressed out and you need to go see the doctor ASAP. We're not asking. Spirit is not asking. Spirit is telling you to please go to the doctor immediately. Immediately. You see? Oh, you are dealing with a meanie. This boss. Okay, you know what comes into my mind? Your boss reminds me of the ogre from Jack and the Beanstalk. Fee, fi, fo, fum. I smell the blood of an Englishman. You know, your boss smells your blood. He smells blood in the water. And they're coming at you this week. They are mean. They are misers. They are cheap. They are penny pinchers. So for some of you, this is why you're going to quit. It's like I'm putting up with all this shit and I don't even have a good pay to show for it. Okay? For some Libras, we see it plain and simple. You are dealing with the ultimate barrel of crap at work. They come down on you, they harass you, they bully you, and they underpay you, they disrespect you, there's no appreciation, they don't see your value or respect your work. So at this point, Libra, you're saying, I need to look for my happiness elsewhere. This job is not bringing me joy. This job does not bring me happiness. I have to go where the joy and the happiness is because this is not working. You know, in your mind, when they're yelling and they're barking orders and they're just being real bullies, you know, real tyrants, what goes, you know, through your mind is, damn, I could do so much better. I could do so much better. What the hell am I doing here? What the hell are you doing there? This person penny pinches. You will never see a raise. You will never see a bonus with this boss, Libra, but you will always see a whole lot of work. A whole lot of work. And you need to find your joy elsewhere. I hear Libra saying, you know, I hear people saying, if you do what you love and you do what makes you happy, the money will follow. And for some Libras, that's how they're feeling this week. I want to do something I love. I want to do something that I look forward to going to work to do. That it doesn't even feel like work. This feels like servitude. This feels like slavery. This feels like, you know, like the chariot, like they cracking the whip on you. And your chariot is sideways. Like, I don't know, should I stay? Should I go? You know, should I stay? Should I go? Go. 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 Be victorious and be happy elsewhere. The money will follow. But do not stay in a relationship or a job or an environment that treats you like you is a slave. All they need is the whip in their hand to crack you, because that's what they're doing. And you know, you've had enough patience. This question Spirit poses to you for the weekly tea. Libra, have you finally ran out of patience? And are you ready to look for your happiness elsewhere? Let us know in the comment section. That has been your weekly tea, Libra. Make sure to join us Friday the 13th in the tea room during the live when we unveil the Oracle's tea. Ciao. Scorpios, my deep, dark, mysterious ones of the Zodiac. Scorpios, welcome to your weekly tea. I'm your reader, the Gemstar, here to spill the weekly tea with you. We're doing a message from Spirit along with the weekly tea this week. You know how we like to do it, a little different, a little special here. on Kettle messages. We also want to remind all our little scorpions out there to make sure to have your notification bells on and to be a subscriber, as we are unveiling our first oracle deck, the Oracle's Tea, this Friday in the tea room, June 13th. Save the date. We want to see you there, when we will unveil and use the Oracle's Tea deck. There it is. We said we want a message from Spirit, and Spirit says, have faith. Oh, you gotta have faith, the faith, the faith. Oh, you gotta have faith, the faith, the faith. Scorpio, you're gonna have faith this week, Scorpios. There are no obstacles in your way this week, so follow your heart. The path is safe. The way ahead is clear. All you have to do is believe and have faith. If you is a believer, then miracles will happen. If you continue to have faith, the universe will eventually bestow its blessings and abundance upon you. Keep believing, keep dreaming, keep having faith. Know that this week, whatever you want to do, you have the green light to do, Scorpios. There are no obstacles in your way. So follow your heart, because the path is safe. It's all about having faith in the universe, in the divine, in yourself. Scorpios, you obviously want to do something, so do it. You want to put something in motion, take action. You want something, you are praying on something, hoping, wishing on something. Continue, keep having faith. Keep having faith, as the universe is about to surprise you, okay? The universe is about to surprise you, Scorpios, and bless you with a wish. Let's see. Let's take it. Okay, be careful with those that, are love bombing, are throwing the compliments, Scorpio, like really overdoing it. Oh, Scorpio, that lipstick. Oh, Scorpio, that shirt. Oh, Scorpio, those sneakers. Oh, Scorpio, what have you done to yourself, Scorpio? Oh, Scorpio, you looking fabulous. Oh, Scorpio, 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 you is marvelous. You is the best, Scorpio. If you are getting that this week, Scorpio, that's a red flag, all right? Somebody this week is going to be purring around your leg like a cat, meowing for you to give it some milk, but they have ulterior motives. They have ulterior motives. Let's see what their ulterior motives. They're going to put the pressure, okay? So they're trying to get you to do something that is not in your best interest, all right? Keep in mind that Spirit is telling you to put your things, your plans, your ideas into motion, that there are no obstacles in your way this week. Now, here's an obstacle popping up. Spirit is reminding you, hey, Scorpio, this doesn't need to be a problem. This doesn't need to be an obstacle. You see that someone is love bombing you. You see that someone is being over complimentary or over people pleasing or all over you. Scorpio, 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 Scorpio. Just purring on your leg. And Scorpio is like, don't piss on my leg and tell me that it's raining. I know you want something. What's the real tea, Scorpio says. This person is trying to put pressure on you this week, trying to get you to do something that you don't want to do or that is not in your best interest, and you're being advised, Scorpio, to do what you know is right. You are one of the most intuitive of the Zodiac, so follow your gut, follow your intuition. If you know somebody being fake, then you know to walk away from this fake person. You see, you want somebody open and honest, You want someone where, excuse me, Scorpio. Oh my God. Let me get some tea, some more tea. I need some more tea. Oh, give me a minute, Scorpios. Give me a minute. I'm coming. They don't want me to tell you the truth, Scorpios. They don't want me to tell you the truth about them, Scorpios. Oh, this is the ulterior motive. We're finding out what it's all about right now. So, you want to deal with people where what you see is what you get. You don't want to deal with people who are wearing a mask. You don't want to deal with people who are not honest, who are shady, okay? Who are coming with you with ulterior, who are coming to you full of ulterior motives, trying to butter you up, okay? This person is not only buttering up your bagel, but they want to throw you in the tub of butter this week, trying to get something out of you, from you, trying to get you to do something for them or with them. And Scorpio, you're like, don't try to play me. Woo! Scorpio says, do not try to play me. Go play the lotto. Scorpio says that you will have a better chance at winning the lotto than getting Scorpio to do what you want, to manipulating Scorpio, to fooling Scorpio. Okay? Scorpio doesn't have sucker written on their forehead. Scorpio says, hey, take a look at me. I got a poisonous tail behind my back, ready to strike. Don't look at me to my face and see a clown. Don't think I'm a clown. Don't think I'm a sucker. Don't think that you can trick me, butter me, because I'm the type of person, what you see is what you get. So Scorpio says, with me, what you see is what you get. And that's exactly what I'm asking for. I want to know that what you are representing is what's going to continue to show up for the rest of this friendship, connection, or relationship. Don't be switching up on me. So someone may be switching up on you, or someone is playing these mind games with you, Scorpios, and you've been having the faith in a connection. You've been dealing with the situation or this person, so you've been having the faith, but you're this person is getting on your last nerve. So you are exhausted. This person is exhausting you with their games, with their mind games, in and out. They stress you out. And you don't want a relationship that frustrates you, that stresses you out, that exhausts you, that you are losing interest in at this point. So you are dealing with someone who you are losing interest. Up to this point, you have faith. You saw a future in a friendship or a relationship or a love connection. But at this point, this week, the Scorpios, you're like, I'm not even interested in this relationship anymore. I'm not interested in you, Scorpio says. Scorpio says, I don't want a liar. I don't want someone where I have to guess. I don't want someone, being false to my face, being fake sweet to me, and then, backstabbing me when I'm not looking. In my face, you sing my praises. Scorpio, someone is singing your praises in your face, and then behind your back is stabbing you behind your back, betraying you, cheating on you, lying about you, spreading rumors. Whatever they're doing is not positive, it's toxic, it's negative. It's all games, okay? The games people play. Games people play. Games people play. You got people playing games this week, stressing you out, exhausting you with their games. You was losing interest real fast. Where you thought, there was a future, you're starting to see there's no future, and you're being inspired this week to go in another direction. You are going in another direction, Scorpios. You see? Someone is just overbearing. Someone is overbearing. Is exhausting you. It's exhausting you. Scorpio, some of you are in a friendship or a relationship where it's all one-sided. It's all about them. When you hang out with this person or these people, it's all about them. It's a narcissistic energy, a self-absorbed energy, a very selfish energy that is draining you. It's like you can never have or give enough, Scorpio. It's like, the person that always has their hand out, the person that's always asking something of you, or the person that's always stressing you out, or making something difficult, making a relationship difficult, making working with someone in business difficult, a coworker being difficult, a friend being difficult. And it's like you've lost yourself in this friendship, in this relationship, in this connection, because it's always all about them. You have to make it about them. You have to fulfill and tend to their needs, fulfill their wishes, what they want to do. And you're exhausted with this. You're like, I had enough. Oh, hell no. Scorpio says, oh, hell no. I don't do trap down. I don't do suffocation very well. I don't do... See, they don't want me to talk about this. It's bothering you. Speak up, Scorpios. Speak up. Come on. You've been holding on to this long enough. But this energy is giving me gold digger energy, selfish energy, narcissistic energy. And there is no room for you. Where are you in this relationship or in this friendship, in this connection or in this business? It's all about their ideas, their dreams, their goals, what they want, what they need. They come first. They come first. They come first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth. When do you come in, Scorpios? Let us know in the comment section. Okay? Woof. Let us know in the comment section. You need to take your power back. Draw boundaries. Take your power back. You created this situation and you can get yourselves out of it. Okay? You hooked up with this person. You made this person your friend, your lover, your husband, your wife, whatever in your life. Or the situation you find yourselves in at this time. You manifested it in your life. Whatever you're dealing with, whatever this toxicity is, whatever, Scorpio, you are finding in your life to be exhausting, to be overbearing, to be selfish, self-absorbed, one-sided, to be stressful, to be dealing with betrayers and people with mind games and ulterior motives and pressure and stress, then you, the magician, you have the power to get out of this situation, to change this situation, to switch this situation around and make it so that you gain, so that you benefit, so that you are stress-free, so that you are getting your needs met instead of always meeting someone else's needs, Scorpio. Yeah. Look, all they bring is discord in your life, unhappiness in your life. There's no love here anymore. There's no more love here. Exhausted, right? Exhausted. overbearing. Okay? All they do is bitch, 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 gimme, 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 bitch, 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 gimme, 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 Scorpio. And you are inspired to go in a new direction. Okay? You are calling your power back. You are empowering yourselves this week. You're like, wait a minute. I'm the one enabling this. I'm the one giving to you. I'm the one responding. I'm the one showing up when you ask. I'm the one giving when you got your hand out. And so it stops here. The buck stops with Scorpio. The buck stops here. Stop the abuse. Stop the lies. Bring the light. Bring the truth. Bring the light. Bring the truth out, Scorpios. Call them out on their shit. Call them out. Yes, you're an abuser. You are being fake, okay? Fake to me in my face. Tell them, Scorpios. Okay, taking your power back. That means speaking up and standing your ground and standing up for what you believe in and using all your knowledge, your wisdom, everything you know to defend yourself at this time, to protect yourself, because you have lost interest in a situation, relationship, partnership, whatever ship you find yourselves in, whatever you're dealing with, or whoever you're dealing with. If they are exhausting you, if they are creating disharmony and discord in your life, if they have caused you loss, if they are being falsely sweet and fake to your face and just stabbing you in the back every chance they get, if you see the red flags and you know that they have ulterior motives and they are pressuring you into doing things that are not in your best interest, or that you have no interest in wanting to do, Scorpios, speak up. Speak up, put your foot down, put some boundaries, okay? It's needed. It's needed this week, all right? Because somebody here is just a gold digger or a whiner, a complainer, somebody that wants to just be carried. Scorpio, do this for me, do that. I feel like this person wants to have you like their own personal genie in a bottle, baby. They want you as their own personal genie in a bottle with this magician, okay? They want to constantly rub your lamp, Scorpio, because look at the scorpion, right? Imagine the image of Scorpio shaped like a lantern, that tail coming in, that poisonous tail, and they want to rub that tail, Scorpio. They forget that that tail is very poisonous, and this week they're about to find out how poisonous that tail can be. You've had enough. You had enough of the abusers, the users, the liars, the manipulators, the betrayers. You are having enough. You are telling people, if I do not see and get what I see, then if you come to me with a representative and then you switch up, if you nice and sweet when you want something, Scorpio says, and then when you don't need Scorpio no more, you go Scorpio, you treat Scorpio like trash, you forget Scorpio, to hell with Scorpio when you don't need Scorpio, and then when you need Scorpio, it's, oh, Scorpio, oh, I was thinking about you, Scorpio, I love Scorpio so much, Scorpio. Then don't blame Scorpio this week when they hit you with the magic stick and they hit you with the poison and they remind you that Scorpio's no fool, Scorpio is not your clown, Scorpio is not your personal piggy bank, Scorpio is not your, walking mat. Scorpio, you're letting them have it this week. That has been your weekly tea. Tell us about it in the comment section. Subscribe and hit that like button. Make sure you have your notification bells on. When we go live next Friday the 13th in the tea room, don't miss it when we unveil our oracle deck, the Oracle's Tea. Have a blessed week, Scorpios. Ciao. Saggies, my globetrotters of the Zodiac, my futuristic ones. Where are you off to? This week, Saggies, we are blessing the readings with a message from Spirit for all the Zodiac signs. A little special, a little different with the gem star. Speaking of the gem star, don't forget to be subscribed, have your notification bells on, as we will be going live this Friday, the 13th, to unveil our very first oracle deck, the Oracle's Tea, and we want you to join us. We're going to be unveiling them and using them during the live. Let's spill the weekly tea for Saggies. There it is, Saggies. Ancient knowledge. Pay attention to your dreams. Pay attention to those angel numbers. Pay attention to the signs, the synchronicities, the red flags. Pay attention to this urge that you have to look back into history. Maybe you want to learn about different religions. You want to learn about different faiths and beliefs. Maybe you want to expand your knowledge when it comes to faiths and beliefs and these systems, these religious systems, these belief systems. Also, your psychic abilities may be expanding and developing at this time, Saggies. So really pay attention to your intuition at this time. The message of the sacred knowledge is that there is a flame inside your heart, Saggies, a light that stems from the dawn of time. Ancient love and ancient knowledge are being rekindled. Close your eyes this week and feel the love inside of you, Sagittarius. Allow it to flow into your life and watch all the transformation in you. And watch the darkness transform into light this week. Oh, yes, ancient wisdom. Listen to your dreams, listen to your gut feelings. Your intuition is very strong this week, trying to relay messages to you. Connect with your ancestors. Do, your ancestry tree, your DNA bloodline. Talk to the older generation in your family that are still around. Find out more about who you are and where you come from, right? Wow, this is a powerful message. Finding out your roots, where you come from, connecting with the universe, knowing that you are connected to this supreme energy. Oh, yes. Confirmation. Spiritual rebirth. Okay? A great awakening. A spiritual awakening this week. Saggies, whether you're working magic or your psychic abilities are developing, or you are finding new abilities that you didn't have, you're going to be shocked by what you can do and what you can accomplish this week, is what I'm feeling, what Spirit says. Spirit says that you have not even tapped the surface of your potential. You are not living to your full potential, Spirit says. Whether magically, religiously, spiritually, intellectually, romantically, you are not living to your full potential. All right? You're not loving on yourself or others enough, or you're not educating yourselves enough. You're not doing the work on yourselves, or there's a need to do it. there's a need to welcome a spiritual rebirth. I feel like with some of you, Spirit is playing that scene in Game of Thrones in my head when she's walking down the street and they're just going at it, having it at her. Shame, shame. Spirit is saying, you have so many gifts, talents, abilities, and we communicate with you psychically and spiritually in so many ways. And it's a shame that you are not paying attention. It's a shame that you have not even realized your dreams, your goals, your talents, your abilities. I hear you're not paying attention to the signs. You ignore the signs. Spirit is saying you receive signs, Sagittarius, but you dismiss them as coincidences or just like figments of your imagination, something that just popped in your head, and it was a fleeting moment, an idea that was there and gone. And Spirit is saying that's us communicating with you, but you keep dismissing us. You keep ignoring the signs. You keep turning down our messages. You keep ignoring our messages. The Spirit is saying, Sagittarius, you keep asking for a sign. We keep giving you the sign, and you keep smacking the knowledge and the wisdom to help you away. We send you wisdom, knowledge, help through people in your environment, people that you deal with on a day-to-day basis, through thoughts, ideas, dreams. There are so many ways that your spirit guides, the universe, the angels, they are helping you, but you are failing to see it. Some of you are actually realizing how connected you are to an ancestor, to a spirit guide, to the spiritual world. It's like the veil has been lifted and now you can see higher and further, but it needs adjusting. Whatever you're working on, whatever you're schooling yourself on, whatever you're educating yourselves on this week, Sagittarius, it's a work in progress, just like you, just like your talents, your skills, and your psychic abilities. It's all a work in progress. You are a work of art, and you are being put together like a puzzle, piece by piece. And as you put the pieces together into the puzzle, you realize where certain pieces don't fit, and you need to readjust them and put them where they need to be so that they can fit, so that you can see the final picture of the puzzle. So Spirit is showing me Sagittarius as one big puzzle that the pieces are falling into place at this time. And Spirit is saying, realize how you're growing, realize how you are evolving, realize and accept who you are. Accept your full potential. Don't accept anything less than the full potential from yourself. Educate yourself, however that is. I don't care how you educate yourself. University, college, YouTube, the library, trial and error. I don't care how you're educating yourselves, but educate yourselves, okay? Add on to your talent, your skills, and abilities. Also, again, Spirit says you need to learn about yourselves. Learn about your family tree, about your heritage. Learn about where you come from. Learn about your tribes. Learn about who they were in their lifetime. And that's all running through your DNA. It's like know who you are, finding out who you are, where you come from, what you are all about, figuring yourselves out, adjusting yourselves, your projects, and your life accordingly. I'm loving this energy, okay? But some of you need to wake up and hit this spiritual rebirth and awakening sooner, okay? Because Spirit is already throwing you the help. But you will be tempted. You will be tempted, okay? Some of you, as we said, Spirit is saying go back to school, educate yourself, work on yourself, throw yourself into your projects, your businesses, your hobbies. And know that when Spirit asks you to do this, there will be lots of people, places, and things trying to distract you, trying to tempt you away from your work of art. But at this time, your work of art needs your attention, needs your input, needs your acknowledgement, your acceptance, needs you to show up, okay? That's like if you are a football star, you know you gotta go practice. Why are you drinking, that keg of beer the night before when you know you gotta hit that field in the morning, right? You know that you are working on a diet, Sagittarius. Why are you making sure that you're very close to that pizza shop when you're walking down the block to tempt you? You know that someone is a bad girl, a bad boy, or some group of friends, okay, like to just party and hang out and are superficial. They have, no vision for their future. But you do. You have a vision for your future. And you're being asked by Spirit this week to focus on that, work on you, discipline yourselves. You have to climb. You have to climb that mountain, do the hard work, and let the tower fall. Let the tower fall. Let the distraction and the temptation fall away. Know what serves you best. Is hanging out with your friends, drinking and smoking weed serve you best? Is having sex and rushing into sex with someone you started dating benefit you in any way? Is disrespecting yourself, not having boundaries, people pleasing, helping you in any way? Is constantly playing hero or heroine in someone else's life taking away from your dreams, your goals, and what you need to be working on? Spirit is asking you. Leave it in the comment section. Spirit is saying, you see all your friends and everyone else, move on with their life. They get married, they have children, they graduate, and you still stuck at 0, or stuck at 15, or stuck at level 25, when you should already be at level 99 and crowning yourself at 100. And it's because every time you promise yourself you're going to work on something, I'm going to go to school, I'm going to work on this diet, I'm going to work on this house, I'm going to work on this hobby, I'm going to work on this, you allow yourselves to get distracted. Distracted by other people, distracted by things that are no good for you, like sex, drugs, and rock and roll. Think about it. Think about it, Saggies. Spirit is here to bring you the truth. That's confirmation. Spirit just wants to bring you the truth. Spirit is not trying to pass judgment. But Spirit is saying it's time to be the leader, the authority, the judge, the juror in your life. and decide what is good for you. If you want to become lawyers and judges, Spirit says, you know you got to put in the hard work. Don't kid yourself. You know this is not going to take months. You know this is going to take years. Hey, you started that diet. Justice is here to say, be real with yourselves. You can succeed at whatever it is you want to succeed in. Whatever it is you started, whatever it is you're putting your mind to. But you have to have discipline, and you have to get real with yourselves. And you have to know that whatever it is that you want to do is going to take hard work, and that you're going to have to deal with things realistically. There are no shortcuts. There are no handouts. There is no knight in shining armor in this story. Your story is about dedication and hard work. If you want something bad enough, then how hard are you willing to work to have it? Woo! What are you willing to do to reach the top, right? What are you willing to do? What are you willing to sacrifice? Are you strong enough to say no to temptation this week when you know you have to prepare for an exam, when you know that you want to diet, when you know you're trying to work on something, complete something, get something done, and you're just being distracted? Spirit wants to know, are you going to be wise? Let us know in the comment section. That has been your weekly tea. Until we see tea again, have a blessed week ahead, Saggies. Ciao. Capricorns, my little goats. Welcome, Cappies. It's your reader, the Gemstar. You're watching the Gemstar live on Kettle Messages Tarot. Doing the weekly tea. We're going to take it. We're doing the weekly tea for all the signs. And we're blessing them with a message from Spirit. A little different, a little special. Here on Kettle Messages Tarot. Also, my little goats, have your notification bells on and be subscribed, as Friday we're going to come live on YouTube in the tea room, in the chat room, to unveil our Oracle deck, the Oracle's Tea. And we will be doing readings live with that Oracle deck. So be there or miss out on a possible free reading. Here we are with the little goats. Little goats. All this green says you are surrounded by nature and you are healing and you should be eating healthy this week. Electra, you are on fire. You are on fire this week, Capricorns. You is the goat, the boss. You is on fire. Electric, a thunderbolt. You are activated this week. You are on the go. This is a week of action. You are subconsciously connecting with the awesome power that lies in the energy of the stars. This week, Capricorn, intergalactic transmission from a place beyond time. A message is coming this week. Be open to it. Oh, Capricorns, you are going to be having prophetic dreams, messages coming through your dreams, through sounds, through music, through sight. You're going to be seeing synchronicities, numbers, angel numbers this week. Okay, so pay attention to the signs, to your numbers, to the music, to the conversations going on around you. There is a message coming to you from a distance that's going to make you happy, or that's going to spill some knowledge on you. Okay, don't be surprised if you're spitting some knowledge on someone else this week. But this is a week where you are getting messages and you are being a conduit for Spirit this week, getting these intuitive messages from the universe. Okay, so follow those gut feelings this week. You can't go wrong. Follow your gut feelings this week, okay? All right, so Capricorns, you're keeping silent about something that you should be speaking up about with this Electra, okay? Because Electra, the message is electricity and thunderbolt. And when do we get the electricity and thunderbolt in our readings? When we're dealing with the tower, right? When we're dealing with the tower. So you could be going through a tower moment, or some truth is being revealed to you. You're finding something out this week, something shocking or surprising. And you're keeping this to yourself at the beginning of the week. Or something is bothering you, Capricorns, and you're not speaking up about it when you should be. All right? So you may see an injustice and need to speak up. Some injustice may be happening to you, towards you in your life, or to someone you love, and you're being asked to speak up. You're seeing something unfair, or something is totally bothering you, and you're not saying anything. Let's continue spilling tea. Look at that. It's difficult for you to talk about it. What the hell did you see? Did you see somebody naked, Capricorns? Did you catch somebody cheating on their husband or wife, and you don't know whether to tell them that you saw their husband or wife cheating? Like, that's the energy I'm getting. Like, you are privy to some type of information you shouldn't be privy to. But you have been lucky enough and blessed by the universe to have this information fall on your lap. For one reason or another, this misinformation is being given to you by spirit. So you are having it under wraps right now. So you're keeping it to yourself. You're not speaking about it. But if you don't speak about it, Capricorns, whatever is bothering you, this can get out of hand. So make sure that you are letting other people know your boundaries. You are letting people know your rules, or what's acceptable and not acceptable for you. It's important that you speak on what's frustrating you, irking you, bothering you, because putting a smile and grinning while really being bothered, upset, is not helping you, goats, okay? I feel like you really want to knock somebody out, or you really want to hoof somebody off the mountain this week, but you're holding back. You're holding back for one reason or another. Others of you are bothered by something and are not speaking up and just burying it and grinning and burying it. Others of you, though, have come into some real juicy gossip. And it's so hard for you to keep this gossip. It's like, let's use that example we used earlier, right? You caught somebody cheating on their spouse, and now this person is talking to you, and you're asking them about their husband and wife, and they're going on and on about how wonderful their relationship is, their marriage is, and how their partners, they know exactly what their partner is doing at this time. And you are just grinning like, yeah, really? Yeah? You lying piece of crap. I saw your husband and wife cheating on you the other day. Oh my goodness, Capricorns. But if If it's the other message where something is really bothering you, disturbing you, then speak up. All right. So for some Capricorns, you're concerned and you're worried that if you speak up about something bothering you, or you just speak up about something that's personal to you, then you want it to be respected. You don't want other people to think that you're self-absorbed, or that you're a snob, or a narcissist, or a tyrant, or a bully, just because you have rules, or you have standards, or you have boundaries. Okay? And this is why for some of you it's hard to speak up, because you don't want to come off as the bad guy. You don't want to come off as a tyrant, a bully, a snob, all right? Stuck up, a goody two-shoe. You don't want to come off as pretentious. So this is why you are staying silent. But Spirit is saying no. People need to know your boundaries so that they can avoid your wrath later. So they can avoid you kicking them off the mountain, little goats. This will avoid them upsetting you, getting you angry. See, if you let somebody know from the very beginning where they stand, what's acceptable and unacceptable, then there is no excuse for when they cross that boundary for you to let out your lightning bolt from Zeus. When you hit them with it, when you hit them with your hoof, okay, when you give them the hoof, they can't say, hey, Capricorn, you didn't warn me. Oh, Capricorn, I didn't know you didn't like that. Oh, Capricorn, I didn't know that that was a secret that I was supposed to keep, Capricorn. I didn't know that that was just between us, Capricorn. Capricorns, you have to make yourselves crystal clear to everyone you come in contact with of your boundaries, of what is acceptable and not acceptable when you're talking to someone and you're doing them a favor, whether you want them to keep that to themselves or not. If you're looking out for someone and you want that for them to keep it on the down low, you got to let them know. Okay, so if you want somebody to keep something of yours a secret, you got to let them know. If something is bothering you, then you got to let people know what bothers you. It's like Capricorns, you know, fair is fair. Fair is fair. You are coming off a little pretentious, okay? You are coming off as a little, you know, unsympathetic. Let's take out pretentious and let's just say a little less sensitive or a little less empathetic to others. Only because, Spirit says, only because. Be logical, be rational, Capricorns. You are earth sign. You are an earth sign. It's easy for you to look at things like common sense. So look at this like common sense. People are not like you, a Swami. Okay? People are not like you, a mind reader. Maybe you consider yourself an average, a mind reader. Okay? But, or, you know, you have a high level of common sense and logic and rationale, a scientific mind or outlook, and you can see things black and white. You can see things that are obvious, but the problem this week is that what's obvious to you may not be obvious to others. Okay? You may be misleading someone and not even realizing it. Example, you're being too nice you being too nice or too available, and now this person wants to constantly call you, constantly come around, constantly hang around. But you set the tone, Capricorns. You set the tone. So when you were overly open without boundaries and having a good time chatting it up, then they felt like, hey, we can just bother Capricorn anytime because they're so open and free spirited and available and they have all this wisdom. But Capricorns, you have to set the tone. Not everybody's a mind reader. So if something's bothering you, you have to let them know. If you're not interested in someone romantically, you gotta let them know. If somebody's taking up too much of your time, you gotta let them know. You are only living your truth. You are only living your truth if you speak up. But some of you don't do it because you don't want to look like the bad guy or the bad girl. But you need to. You need to in this situation, because expecting people to be mind readers is going to have a lot of misunderstandings, confrontation, arguments, and even possible separations this week. So speak your mind. Let everybody know your truth, know your rules, know your boundaries, know what's acceptable and not acceptable. And keep in mind that people cannot read your mind. So they don't know what you need, what you want, what your expectations are. You have to let them know. See? Incomplete. They don't have all the information. Or you don't have all the information. So for some of you this week, you may be staying quiet about something because you don't have all the information. Others of you are getting ready to go into the fifth dimension, to astral travel, to develop and take your intuitive and psychic abilities to the next level. But it's supposed to happen like a tower moment overnight. You get like this flash of intuition, of wisdom, of knowledge. But if you are not confident in the messages that you are receiving, then you may get off your path. You know, the week may go way bad if you don't listen to your intuition, if you don't listen to those gut feelings, if you don't listen to the signs. And for some of you, the first sign is, I don't have all the information, or I don't have all the facts, or I only have one side of the story. So I stay silent, I don't take sides, and I don't give any input. Ooh, Capricorns. You see? Stuck in the past. That's confirmation for the message of the tower that was coming through, that lightning bolt, that intuition, that idea, that motivation, that inspiration is trying to come through, but you are resisting it. I'm getting the energy with incomplete and resisting change. I'm getting the energy of the world stuck. Like, if you want to marry someone, Capricorns, then you still need to get to know this person better before going out and purchasing that engagement ring, or, you know, thinking of the wedding in your head and talking about the wedding. No. This is not decision time. This is the getting to know stage. Getting to know. Because someone here is keeping silent. And then we get incomplete and we get resisting change. So someone may be trying to convince you this week, Capricorn, that they have changed and they have not. And this is why you need time. You need the receipts. You need things to fall into place. You are keeping silent until you can see the proof. The words are not good enough, okay? The words and the intentions are not good enough. You are saying, Capricorns, okay, it's a start. It's a start, but it's very small. It's very minuscule. It's a very small start. It's a very small piece of rope I'm handing over to you to get close to Capricorn. So someone in your life this week is saying, I've changed. Don't rush into a relationship. Don't go moving in right away. Don't, just run off in your head in fantasy land. Capricorn's like, oh, we're going to pick off what we got off, and we do the happily ever after, and love, 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 and sex, 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 and love, love, love. And no. There's a lot you don't know about this person yet. There's a lot to be seen in this friendship or this relationship or this job or this situation before you can decide to move forward with it. Okay? Before you can decide to move forward with it. You have to wait till you get all the facts, all the information, all the paperwork, all the receipts. It's like you have to wait for everything to come in, to fall into place, to become clear, to be well understood before you can take the next step. And that's a good way to be moving, Capricorns. Very slow up that mountain, little goats. Very slow. You're not running up the mountain. You're not leaping. You're not jogging up the mountain. Very slow. One hoof in front of the other. One hoof in front of the other. Obsessing and overthinking about the past. Okay. Again, staying silent and not speaking up. Capricorns, some of you still hold some resentment and some regrets towards your ex. And you need to have a conversation with your ex for closure, for clarity, to free yourself. Or you need to write a letter and do a burning ritual to your ex. Write the letter that you're never going to mail, but that you say everything you needed or wanted to say to an ex. Because a lot of you, new love is coming in. You're meeting new possible love partners or new possible lifetime friends, and you're not allowing yourself to spend time with these new people. You're not allowing yourselves to be open enough to try to get to know new people and build new connections with new people because you're traumatized by the past. Not everybody is an asshole, Capricorn. Not everybody's a cheater. Not everybody's a liar. Not everybody's a gold digger. Not everybody's a manipulator. But you are there, stuck with that energy of the ex, of the liar, the cheater, the manipulator, and now you're growing cynical. Like everybody's like that. All guys are like that. All women are like that. There's no one faithful. Everybody cheats. Everybody lies. Everybody got lovers triangles. Oh my God, Capricorns, don't take me down this road. Oh, Capricorns, we went on a spiritual retreat, wound it up in Canada, and in Canada, we found our sacred bell for the tea reading table. And you're going to be the first one who gets it. We want this energy to go out with this energy, out with this energy. What are you doing to yourselves? Listen to the Canadian wise owl here. It's telling you what you're doing, goat. The owl is talking to the goat right now. What are you doing? You're supposed to be passionate. You're supposed to be motivated. You're supposed to be awesome. Awesome, amazing, shining with the stars, receiving wisdom, listening to your intuition. So, why are you not listening to your intuition when your intuition is telling you that something with an ex-friend or ex-lover or ex-husband or wife is not done and over with yet? You either have to come face to face with this person and get things off your chest and get the truth and get clarity and get closure, or you need to do a burning ritual, or you need to cut cords, but you need to break free. You are obsessing with the past, resisting change, resisting coming into, time of Aquarius, resisting change. And your life feels incomplete, like you're missing something. Of course you're missing something. You're missing new friends, a possible new love, a possible, hubby, wife material lover coming into your life. But it's like you're holding a torch for the ex. Or you still have the door open for the ex because you feel like things are not done and over with the ex. And, well, if you want something new, then you have to release the old. And I know for Capricorns, it's very difficult. You're stubborn. You're stuck in your ways. You don't like new things, to disrupt your structure and the foundation of your life. But you need some shaking up, Spirit says. Spirit says, we come to shake you up. We come to wake you up. We come to remind you love and about fun and about passion. Once again, you ain't dead. Spirit says, Capricorns, you ain't dead. You could fall in love again. You can find the right woman, the right man for you. They're out there. They're wanting to come in. But if you're holding a torch for the past, if you're holding the door open for the ex, then the new one is not going to want to come in. There's no room for the new one. Because you would have to get rid of the new one if the old one comes back, because you are holding on to the old. You want to suffer. You want to keep going over what went wrong. You want to keep going over why this relationship didn't work. Because you're incompatible. You're incompatible. Yes, and it's regretful. It's regretful. But this was not your twin's flame. I don't care if they were your husband, your wife. I don't care if they were your ex-fiancé. I don't care if they were your boyfriend, your girlfriend, the love of the love of the love of all eternity for you. This was not the one. And that's why it came to an end. But Spirit is saying, if you keep holding on to all of those frogs that are not the one, Spirit cannot allow the frog that is the one to hop into your life. You won't see the frog hop into your life. You won't see the frog hop into this boat with you so that you can go to calmer waters, into new shores. Nothing new can join you in this boat because you're not moving forward. You're waiting on the past. Nothing new. This boat will not be able to even sustain you. You will eventually fall out this boat. And if you don't know how to swim, you will drown and die. And that is what change is all about. Death and rebirth. If you refuse to change, then the world continues to move forward. All your friends get married. Or you watch everybody else grow and get their dreams and their loves fulfilled. But you don't. Because you don't make any room. Capricorns, leave it in the comment section. Tell us about it. That has been your weekly tea. Ciao. Aquarius, Aqua. Welcome to Kettle Messages Tarot. I'm your reader, the Gem Star, here spilling the weekly tea for you live. Aquarius, we have an announcement to make. Make sure that you have your notification bells on and that you are a subscriber to the channel. Friday, June 13th, Kettle Messages Tarot is unveiling their first oracle deck, the Oracle's Tea. We will unveil it on Friday and we will be using them live. And someone out there will be getting a free message from this oracle deck that we've created. So don't miss out. Check out the community section and our website for more information. Let's spill the tea for Aquarius. We begin with a message from Spirit. This week we'll be using our Spirit Oracle deck for the messages. A little different, a little sweeter. Aquarius, honesty, Aquarius. You want someone to be honest with you. And in order for them to be honest, you are being asked to be honest as well. Maybe you need to be honest about wanting somebody to be honest. Ooh, let's work ourselves into that conundrum. All right. Aquarius, this week, let's get that card in for you, that beautiful card of honesty. Love, compassion, and truth will heal your situation this week. Be honest with yourself. Discover what it is that you truly desire and then speak your truth clearly. Always speak with love and compassion. And know that the truth will never hurt anyone when spoken from a place of love. It's like, yes, be honest this week, but be kind about it, okay? And when someone is being honest with you this week, be willing to hear them out, okay? Let's continue spilling tea for Aquarius this week. All right, Aquarius. Okay, so the first message is, if you admire someone or you have the hots for someone, you're keeping this to yourself, you're hiding your emotions, you're holding them back, or you downplaying your emotions. That's like when you're in love with someone, but you're saying, oh, we're friends, or I just see them as a brother, or I see them as an uncle, or I see them as a dad, or I see them in this way, any other way, but except as a lover. No, you see this person a certain way and you're hiding your feelings and you think a lot about them, or vice versa. Okay, so you're looking for a partner you can trust, a partner you can build with. You want to find the ideal partner, the Prince Charming or the princess in the castle. You want to find a partner that's ideal for you, that you can look up to, that respects you and doesn't hide their feelings. Okay, so you want someone who is emotionally available, or someone who can be vulnerable with their emotions, with their feelings, someone who you can respect, someone you can look up to, someone you admire, to be this ideal partner in your life. Or this is what the person you're dealing with or coming into your life is looking for. But, you know, the message is still coming through that someone is downplaying their feelings for someone. And you need to be honest, okay? You need to bite the bullet and let somebody know you're attracted to them, or let somebody know that you see them more than just friends. Stop hiding your feelings, okay? Get some courage. And I don't mean liquid courage, I mean courage. Living in a fantasy, your own little fantasy world. Okay, so you fantasize about this person. You have a desire, you know, about this person, and you in denial about the fact that this can be a possibility for you. You can be with someone, or you can have a certain someone in your life. It doesn't have to be a fantasy. You can manifest this fantasy into reality, but you have to be honest with your feelings. You have to let somebody know that you love them, that you have compassion for them. You have to be honest and truthful with them. That's all. You need to speak from your heart. You know, you're never going to know if a person is interested in you or not, or if they're looking for the same thing you are or not, if you don't communicate. How many times we go over this in readings? Like, communication is key. It's not a joke. You know, even counselors and therapists will tell you the same thing. Communication is key. You know, are you dealing, you know, with a Capricorn or Saggy or Scorpio? Are you dealing with any of those people that are hiding their feelings, or dealing with people who are hiding their feelings from them? It's like it's common sense. We were just saying this for another sign. Think it was Saggy, like, or Capricorn. You cannot expect people to read your mind. You can't expect someone to just know that you're into them, that you're attracted to them, that you would like to be their friend, or you would like to be their boyfriend, or you would like to get married to them. Let them know where they stand. And also, if this is your problem, Aquarius, where someone is hiding their feelings from you and you want to know where they stand, where you stand in this relationship. You want to know how they feel, what they think about you, what they feel about you, what they feel about this relationship. Does it have a future? Something is being overlooked in this connection. Okay. All right. Careful, careful, careful. Careful, careful, Aquarius, with looking for the perfect partner, the perfect wife, the perfect husband, the perfect soulmate, the perfect twin flame, the perfect one, the perfect true love. No one is perfect. You are not perfect. And you need to get honest with yourself. You need to be honest with yourself. Because if you want long-term relationships, you want marriages that last 20, 30, 40, 50 years, then you're going to have to put up with the good, the bad, and the ugly. It's just not the good, the good, the good, the good, the good. No matter how perfect a person shows up in your life and in your relationship, there will always be something imperfect about them. They will always have a quirk or a glitch or, you know, a fault. Something that may bother you or irk you or annoy you. But that doesn't mean that you throw out the baby with the bathwater. And that's what I see, you know, for some Aquarius going on. Like throwing the baby with the bathwater. Having this checklist and these high expectations that no one will ever meet You know, you might as well kill yourself now and go to God, because God is the only one that can fulfill this perfect ideal image you're looking for, you know, from a partner. And maybe you have to be honest with a partner, thinking that you need to show up 24/7 as an image of perfection. You are only human. I hear someone here saying, I am only human, but I still deserve love. I still deserve respect. I still deserve fidelity. I still deserve honesty. I still deserve, even though I'm human, even though I'm flawed, even though you may think I have faults, no one is perfect. But does the good outweigh the bad? Does the good outweigh the bad? Can you get over the little annoyances? Can you lower your expectations to a realistic one? A realistic one. Because expecting someone to be perfect or to be your ultimate happiness, they're only human. They're not going to be able to do that. And you already have set the relationship or this connection, friendship, to fail. Because no one is perfect. Again, communication, skill communication. You need to communicate. If somebody has too many high expectations of you, is putting the pressure, is trying to have you showing up as the image of perfection 24 hours a day, you can't even have one hair out of place, Aquarius. You can't have one eyelash coming off or one nail missing, because that it's over. It's a wrap for this person. They don't want you no more. Okay? Then move on. Stop living in a fantasy world. Realize when something is not right for you. Or realize when something can be worked on, when it just needs communication and being honest with one another and telling one another what you expect, what you need, what you want, and what bothers you. And this should go both ways. Yes, redemption. Yes, redemption. They made a mistake, Aquarius. They only human. I could see this high perfection. Like, you have all these expectations for someone. And it's impossible. It's impossible. Look at it. Confirmation. That is confirmation. It's impossible for them to achieve what you are asking of them, because they're only human. They can't make you happy 24 hours a day. They're not responsible for that. That's your work, to make yourself happy. And they can't be this Prince Charming. There's a reason why Prince Charming and the princess are only found in fairy tales. Be honest with yourself. Get real with yourself. Get real. You're looking for a Prince Charming, knight in shining armor, the queen, the princess to come into your life, and everything is gonna be perfect. And there's never gonna be a day of suffering, no tears. There's always gonna be money. There's always gonna be food. There's always gonna be time for them to be showing up for you, Aquarius. Or if somebody's making you go through this, it's too much. It's too damn much. And you need to communicate. Look at this. Barren land. Unhappiness. Someone has you spending, or is high maintenance. Aquarius, if you're high maintenance, This is calling you out. Spirit is calling you out. Somebody's high maintenance. Somebody thinks they're a king or queen, and they just have a servant to serve them hand and foot, and they're ringing their bell. Come, Aquarius, give me my tea. Come, Aquarius, give me my lunch. Come, Aquarius, give me my bunny slippers and my pipe. Come, Aquarius, get the car, we need to go to the mall. Come, Aquarius, give me your credit card. Aquarius, how much of this shit you gonna put up with, Aquarius? How much of it? Ooh, confirmation, confirmation, confirmation. Speak your truth. Speak your truth. We said it. Be honest. Be honest. Speak your truth. Confirmation. Something is not working, then speak up. Something is not making you happy, speak up. If someone is expecting too much of you, expecting you to be superhuman, speak up. Speak your truth. And if you're the one putting the pressure on someone, if you're, high maintenance, Aquarius, then this person is going to speak their truth. And get ready. Get ready to accept their honesty and to take a good, hard look at yourselves. Because, we can't buy a house if there's no money. We can't buy a house if nobody's working. We can't build for the future if only one of us is showing up. We can't build for the future if no one is showing up, because it's just too much is expected too fast. Legacy and fortune takes time to build. And people are only human. There's going to be good days and bad days. And there's going to be days of love and romance. And then there's going to be days of scarcity and poverty and barren land. And this is when you got to get honest. When we're not communicating, when the land is barren. We're not having sex. We're not communicating. We're not showing up in the relationship. We're not going out. We need to talk about it. Tell us in the comment section all about it, Aquarius. That has been your weekly tea. Until we sip tea again, have a blessed week ahead. Ciao, Aqua. Pisces, my little fishies. Pisces, the gem star has an announcement with Spirit. Please be subscribed. Hit that like button. Leave comments. Check out our website, kettlemessagestarot.my.canva.site, in the link below, and look into our community section on the YouTube channel. This Friday, June 13th, that's right, Friday the 13th, Gemstar will be going live to unveil Kettle Messages Tarot First Oracle deck, the Oracle's Tea. And we want you guys to show up. We're inviting you, because some of you may get a free message from that deck. Let's get it. All right. Spirit's message, a little different, a little sweeter, a little special. Wow, a little special. Oh, Pisces. Pisces, you may be coming back from vacation. You landed like this. You may be coming back from holiday and just trying to adjust, take it easy before you got to get back to work. Or you are in need of a holiday and this is like a SOS. All right? Like, I need a holiday. I need a break. I need to express myself. I need to be free. This week, Pisces, allow the infinite power of love within you to radiate unconditionally in all directions. Yet, stand still in your sense of self and in your truth and own it. The healing power of love will help you burn through all illusion, and you will rediscover new possibilities. This is a powerful time of transformation, ideas, creativity, self love, finding your truth, finding love with another. The spirit of the ocean is calling you, offering you healing this week and much needed peace. Go to the water and connect with its endless flow of magic. You need a change of scenery, Pisces. Take a holiday and all will fall into place. So if you're coming back from a holiday, you feel like things are finally falling into place and running, much more smoothly for you. You may be even witnessing miracles at this time, or you're just getting lucky at this time during this week ahead. Others of you are in much need of rest, of sleep, of a holiday. This will rejuvenate you, will inspire you, will give you new ideas creatively, will help you transform, and will help you gain your power back and open new doors of opportunity and possibilities. I'm loving it. Let me keep that flipped over because YouTube and the images and stuff, we don't want to get canceled. We don't want that. Okay. So, holiday. Ooh yeah, celebrate. Look at Pisces, come on and celebrate. The fishies, go out and celebrate, fishes. You's a mermaid. You is a merman. A mermaid this week. Or you're being asked to book that tropical vacation, to go to the ocean, to go to the beach, to go to the pool, to go near water, to stay hydrated this week, to take your spiritual baths, your herbal baths, your sea salt baths, and watch how your energy will be replenished. Ooh, yes, I'm loving it, Pisces. Go on your tropical vacation. Go on your tropical vacation. Okay, so you need to get away from people who are misjudging you and misunderstanding you this week. It's like by the time you get to the weekend, Pisces, it's like I'm going to hop on this bus and go to the casino. I'm going to hop on this plane and go to the tropical islands. I'm going to get on my bike and head for the hills. But it looks like because you are being misunderstood, there's arguments, confrontations this week. People are just misjudging you, giving you labels that don't even belong to you. Like, oh, you a jerk or you cold. And you're like, where you're getting that from? Okay, it's like coming under attack by other people. Even, by your coworkers or by your boss. And you're like, the hell with this. I need a vacation. I need to get out of here. Maybe they'll appreciate me more when I'm gone, Pisces says. So Pisces is like, maybe everybody coming at me and for me this week will appreciate me when I take a week off, 2 weeks off, a month off, 2 months off. They'll see, what Pisces means in their life. How valuable and how much of an asset I really am. You see? Needing to detach. You are needing to detach. Yes, we said it. You need to get away. Somebody is really judging you, really criticizing you. For some of you, it's your parents. Your parents are not happy with what you've chosen to do with your life, your education, what you do with your free time, who your friends are, who your wife is, who your husband is. It's complain. Your parents are not satisfied. They're always judging you. They're always bitching and complaining about you, your life. Even you don't know how to cook. You don't know how to make a bed. You don't know how to do this. You don't know how to raise your children right. You don't know. And you have had enough. Or some of you are just tired of living under the same roof with your parents and you're ready to move out. Others of you, you are exhausted by the bitching, whining, moaning, and complaining of your coworkers, your bosses, your roommates, whoever you're spending time with, who is making your life a living hell, Pisces, and you are finding yourselves needing to detach, standing tall, standing up for yourselves, welcoming a healing power, loving yourselves, and changing your situation and your environment for a whole new scenery. Yeah, you see somebody, okay, you are dealing with a bully, a matriarch, a patriarch. You are dealing with like a general, a sergeant, a lieutenant, barking orders at you. Yes, and I even say it, if you're living, your husband, your wife, they're coming off very authoritative and just like barking orders at you. They're on a power trip. Somebody is on a power trip this week. And you are being asked to think for yourself, and get away from people who only cause drama and who only cause confrontations. It's like, because we see this holiday, let's say you're going on holiday with your friends or with your roommate, and you got one of these friends who just can't have a good time and just get along with everybody. They gotta drink and start debating and start arguing with people and then start bullying everyone, trying to get their way. Like, no, this is what we're gonna do. I made an itinerary. We're going here. We're seeing that. We're doing this. We're doing that. And no. If you're on holiday and you're with somebody like that, you may disappear on them and wind up in another hotel on your own, doing your own thing. Others of you, you are leaving because you're dealing with people like this on a daily basis, all day, every day. All day, every day. Opinionated, stereotyping, bullying, being tyrants, being demanding, being pushy, being aggressive, being violent, starting confrontations, starting trouble with people who just have a different opinion or don't see eye to eye. God forbid you disagree with this person, Pisces. God forbid you disagree with this person. Oh, yeah, you see? A loss. Let them go. Let them go. Because if you disagree with them, you see, it's like a ticking time bomb. You hear the ticking in the background? It's like a ticking time bomb waiting to go off. They bring nothing. They bring nothing to your life. They just take. With their bitching, with their moaning, with their judging, with their criticizing, with their manipulating, with their authoritative, tyrannical ways. And they bring nothing. They don't help you pay bills. This is like the parent that complains that you don't have a college degree, but they never helped you financially to attain a college degree. This is like that parent where you're not seeing eye to eye and you don't agree with, and so they cut you out of the will, they cut you out of the inheritance, they give you nothing, they block you, they ignore you. And Pisces, some of you are like, the hell with you then. The hell with you. If you gotta go just because I'm telling you, don't bully me, don't scream at me, don't push me around, don't demand me, stop talking down to me, stop criticizing me, stop misunderstanding me, stop mislabeling me, stop coming down on me, stop cracking the whip on me. Just because you defend yourself and you speak up for yourself, this person is like, I'm going to leave your life. I'm going to take you out of the will. I'm not going to give you anything. You're going to lose me. You're going to lose me. You're like, well, goodbye. Then I'll consider it. I'll take the loss, but I'm going on vacation because I have had enough with you. You may go on a vacation. You may move. You relocate. You had enough of this crap. They will lose you if they keep on judging you. If they keep on... Yeah, you see? Be careful spending money this week. Someone is not spending money wisely. Somebody's gambling, taking risk with their money, just spending. Be careful not to lose your something expensive, something you purchase, or your wallet, okay, or your credit cards, or your money. Be careful with losing money during a holiday or a purchase. Something, you lose something, okay? Be careful with losing things during a holiday. Be careful with people with their hands out. Pisces, with their hands out. They need money. They need money. Here they are. Here they are. Their hands are empty. They want money. They're like, I need money, Pisces. I need money. And you're like, oh my God, what to do? What to do? There you go, Pisces, with all your cups. I don't have coins. Pisces says, I'm sorry. You got to go to the next pig's house. It's like the 3 little pigs. It's like, no. This piggy doesn't have coins. This piggy that you're knocking on only has cups. So Pisces is like, maybe you don't have the money to help out. It's not that you don't want to. It's that you don't have it. But they're saying you have it. You better give it. You better give it, or you will never see them again. You will never hear from them again. Okay? They use emotional manipulation and blackmail to get people to do what they want. To get people to do what they want. They are definitely on a power trip. This person that you're dealing with this week, Pisces, they want to have control over your money, over what you do, you know, how you vacation, how much you spend. They're keeping track of your expenses, of how you live, of your love life, and they criticize. And then if they see that you're taking a holiday, well, Pisces, where's my money? Pisces, where's my money? You got money to go to a holiday. You got money to buy a car. You got money to go shopping. You got money for this, Pisces. You got money for that. So why you don't got money for me? Why you don't have money? And you're like, because, like you said, I done spent all my money. All I got is cups. If you want some love, if you want empathy, if you want compassion, if you want emotional support, if you want a shoulder to cry on, if you want therapy, counseling, then Pisces says you could cry on my shoulder. But Pisces says, if you want money, there's no money here. There's no money here. It doesn't matter if you yell at me. It doesn't matter if you accuse me of having money. It doesn't matter if you think I have money. It doesn't matter if I do have money. I am not offering anybody any money. You can have my love. You can have a shoulder to cry on. You can have an ear to listen to you. But you cannot have my money, or you cannot take up all of my time, because I ain't got a vacation to get to. Go Pisces. Go Pisces. You showing that person on a power trip. It's like, no. You don't have the power here. Only Pisces does. Pisces, thank you for joining us once again for your weekly tea. Be subscribed, hit that like button, show your support for Kettle Messages, Tarot, and comment. Join us June 13th, Friday the 13th, in the tea room live when we unveil our first oracle deck, the Oracle's Tea. Ciao. Aries, my little rams. Aries, let's spill the weekly tea for Aries. Aries, if this is your first time, we hope that you like these messages, you subscribe, you hit those notification bells, and you leave a comment. For all of the returning viewers and subscribers, we have a message. Friday the 13th, Friday, June 13th, we will be live in the tea room unveiling our first oracle deck, the Oracle's Tea, and we don't want anyone to miss out. We are inviting our viewers and subscribers to this live event because as we unveil our very first deck, the Oracle's Tea, we will be giving away a free message to those that join us during the live. So we hope to see everyone there. This week, we are blessing the weekly tea with a message from Spirit. There is yours. Let's give you both of them. Let's give you both of them because they both flipped out. Okay. Oof. What a combination. What a combination. Christ and sexuality. So I feel like an energy of Kundalini, of being one with another during sexuality, during touch, during sex, during makeout sections. Some of you are feeling a really deep spiritual connection and sexual connection with someone, Aries. And others of you, I'm getting a message of waiting for the right time, like saving your virginity. Some of you taking a vow of chastity. Woo! Thank you, Spirit. Some Aries are taking vows of chastity. Some Aries will not have sex before marriage. Others of you are feeling very spiritually connected to someone you are already having sex with. But if you are not having sex yet, then we see the energy of chastity, of saving yourselves, of treating your virginity very very sacred, very sacred. Your messages from Spirit: you are eternally loved and held within the palm of creation. Feel the presence of Christ, or feel the presence of Spirit beside you, my dear friend. For Spirit is always with you, and you are always with Spirit. There's an influx of sexual energy coming your way. So for some of you, maybe for some Aries, you have had a dry spell, okay? A dry sexual spell. And a lover will be coming through to take care and quench that dry spell. For some of you that are already coupled up, this is going to be a very sexual time for you as a couple. So you may get pregnant, or maybe, going at it like rabbits during this time. Also, you are being asked to embrace your masculine and your femininity. So as we were seeing here, like some of you are questioning whether to have sex with someone at this time because, society, religion, faith, belief has put a stigma, a stain upon women living their sexuality. So some of you may want to have sex, may want to be sexual with someone, may want to have that hanky-panky. But here, it's like I'm worried about how I'm going to come across, how my parents are going to see this, how my friends are going to look at this, how my church is going to look at this, how is the person I'm having sex with is going to take this. Just because I'm sexually liberated, I know what I want, I'm a very sexual human being, I like my sex. Wow, what a message. So some of you are going at it like rabbits this week. Others of you will be getting pregnant from spending time doing rabbit exercises. Others of you are taking vows of chastity or are saving themselves for marriage. Others of you want to have sex, want to be sexually liberated, but are worried about, the judgment, the stigma, being called out of your name, being called disgusting names just because you know yourself sexually and you don't deprive yourself of an instinct you was born with. Oh, you see? Someone, oh my God. Remember, Spirit was trying to get Gemstar to say the word sacred. And here it is. Something or someone held sacred or dear. There it is. Spirit was saying that for some of you, having sex with someone else is very sacred. Okay? You know that you are soul connecting, or you know that you take on someone's energy through sex, or you know that you're going to have to deal with the backlash of the community when they find out that you're sexually active, and you are looked at a certain way. You are looked at, highly respected, especially if you are still a virgin. You are looked at as sacred. And, this is why you're thinking, oh my God, if I decide to lose my virginity during prom, what will my parents think? What will society think? What if this gets out? Because someone is seeing you as sacred if you are a virgin. Others of you want a connection, a relationship to be sacred, so they don't want to taint it with having sex before even getting to know each other. It's like, if you want a one-night stand, this is not the reading for you. If you want to string people along and break hearts and cheat and have third party, this is not the reading for you. This is the reading that says people are sacred. What they offer in relationships is sacred. Offering someone's body and soul and vulnerability and intimacy with another is sacred. This is a sacred act. And I just don't want to do it with just anybody. Okay? Let's cover. Okay. We don't want to do it with just anybody. Wow. What a reading this week. Oh, yeah. And don't let anyone pressure you into having sex. Okay? That old line of, oh, if you love me, you would have sex with me. Oh, I love you. I'm not going to leave you. I'm not going to look at you like a whore. I'm not going to say you easy. I'm not going to walk away if you have sex with me. No, don't let them talk you into feeling guilty and giving them a guilt sex. Don't allow someone to convince you into doing something that is against your beliefs, against your morals, against what you consider to be sacred, just because they want to get it off or they want a good time. Oh yeah, think about that. Oh yeah, please. Please save your virginity, or please take your time in getting to know people before jumping into bed with them, because someone here, look at them. Look at them with their legs open. Look at them with their legs open all the time. Their legs just open because it felt like that. It felt like that. So this person is on their back, complacent on their back, frozen in fear. They don't have nothing else to offer in a relationship but sex. They don't have anything else to give but sex. Okay? I'm getting a message here for you, Aries, that, hey, if you want someone to respect you and you have chosen to opt out of having sex with someone before you get to know them, or before you have a ring, or before you marry, that's your prerogative. Those are your standards, and don't settle for less, because someone here got nothing going for them. They probably don't even have a full-time job. They spend their time playing video games, or they spend their time on their back entertaining guys, different guys. Okay? Yes, because I'm speaking to my male Pisces as well. You know, you have a girl that sleeps around, that doesn't respect herself, and you may be looking for a girl who respects herself. You may be looking for a woman that you can admire and consider sacred, and where you could feel like the sexual act between you and them is sacred. Like, if you sleep with someone who's always sleeping around, then you're no different from anybody else they sleeping around with, because they sleep with everybody. Sex is just sex to them. But when you have sex with someone you love, who you're in a relationship with, who is devoted to you, you have an agreement together, you have a partnership, then this is sacred. And this shouldn't be manipulated or just taken away through manipulation and emotional blackmail to get you to have sex with them when they're not bringing anything to the relationship. This person don't have a job. This person got nothing going for them. All they like to do is have sex here, there, everywhere. That's how they kill time during the day. And they use the same line on everyone. If you love me, you would have sex with me. If you have sex with me, don't worry, I'm not going to call you any names. I'm not going to look down on you. I'm not going to disrespect you. That's exactly what they're going to do. That's exactly what they're going to do, because that's all they see. Respect yourself and know that you are sacred and that your body is a treasure, and that you should offer it to someone who is worthy. Someone who is worthy. Thank you, Aries. That has been your weekly tea. May you have a blessed week ahead. Ciao. Taurus, my little bulls. Welcome, my little bulls, to your weekly tea with Spirit and the Gem Star during this live. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe to the channel. Show your support. Hit that like button. Have your notification bells on, because this Friday, yes, folks, June, Friday the 13th, yes, Gemstar has gone there. Friday the 13th, we will be in the tea room unveiling Kettle Messages Tarot First Oracle Deck, the Oracle's Tea. And during the unveiling, we will be giving away a free Oracle message to those that join us during the live. In the tea room, we will be choosing you randomly. But be there or miss out. Taurus, my little bulls. No, that's too many, Taurus. Come on, that was a bushel. You, okay. No, we see. All right, Taurus, you want to speak, but not like that. Don't come at spirit. Divine will. Divine will. Nobody can make you do anything. Okay? Because the universe is in control right now. Divine spirit is in control right now of your life, Taurus. Your life is unfolding in accordance with divine will of your soul. Trust, let go of fear and apprehension. You are protected and eternally blessed. Have patience. All manifest in perfect timing. Okay? So the divine is going to work miracles and blessings in your life. But you have to be patient. As spirit is working on putting all the pieces into place before showering you with its abundance. Okay? So if you're, this is the energy, like if, this is the energy, if you want instant gratification, if you want something now, if you want things to happen now, if you want to answer now, it is not up to you. The universe saying it is up to divine timing. If you don't have something you want in your life right now, it's because it's not either meant to be in your life at all, or it's going to take a little more time for you to fully manifest it. Okay? To fully receive it, because spirit is manifesting it for you. You are needing to be patient as you wait to receive. You know, it's like being on the lunch line. It's like being on the lunch line, you know. Spirit is giving out those cheeseburgers and those mac and cheese and those chicken McNuggets, but you gotta wait your turn. You gotta wait your turn. Okay, so we already know you are built for the task. You are built for this job that you applied for. You are capable of paying back this loan you applied for. You are capable of being a good wife, a good husband, a good provider, a good son, daughter, mother, father. You are suited and well suited for whatever it is you are aiming for. But to get the gold, you need to just wait, you know, a hot minute. Just a minute. See? Needing to review your map. Needing to review your map, your plans. It's like you are well suited for what you are aiming for or you want to achieve, but you still, it's like you skipped steps. This is like skipping steps and having to go back and completing some tasks or some steps before you can receive that diploma, before you can receive your flowers, your accolades, before you can open that bar, you need your liquor license. But before you open that club, you need to bring the property up to code. It's like before Spirit can grant you what you want and what you deserve and what is meant for you, first, you have to complete all the steps. Spirit is like, you're trying to take shortcuts. And we don't do shortcuts on Spirit's side. Oh, no, 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 no. See, you can lie, you can cheat, you can take shortcuts, you can cheat other people out, you can even cheat yourself and self-delusional and self-sabotage. But you cannot do that to Spirit. You cannot lie to Spirit. You cannot rush Spirit. You cannot hide from Spirit. No, no, no. So it's like, no, no, no. I saw you try to get slick. Spirit asked you to go tithe in the church. Spirit asked you to go donate. Spirit asked you to go visit that friend in the hospital. Spirit asked you to do something, and you think that Spirit is going to grant you what you want without doing what you were asked to do, which is very important for you to do so that you can earn karma points, so that you can turn them into divine will and divine timing. And once you give those good karma points to divine will and divine timing, they will spit out the miracle and spit out the blessing. But you can't cheat Spirit. You can't tell Spirit, oh, Spirit, if you give me this job, I will promise you to light a candle for you every day of the week. And then you light a candle on Monday, and for the rest of the week, you don't light other candles. And then that job, you lose it, or they cut your hours, and you're wondering, like, what the hell happened? I got this blessing, and now it's turning to crap because you didn't fulfill your promise. You didn't do the work. You are trying to cut corners somewhere, and that is only going to get you in trouble. It's like you want to become rich overnight. So becoming a drug dealer or a gang member is looking good to you because that's fast money. Fast money. Overnight. Overnight you can own your own car. Overnight you can buy your own house. Fast money. But you're forgetting, you're trying to cut corners, right? Spirit is watching you. Spirit is like, oh, you don't want to do the hard work to earn the money. You want to sell the drugs to the innocent youth down there. So guess what? Guess what happens? You get locked up. You get pulled over. You get into an accident because you on drugs, or you on a rush to go deliver the drugs and you get into an accident. You go to jail. Worst comes to worst, you get shot dead. And that's what easy money got you. Oh yeah, we're not doing gangster style. We want to do it corporate way. We want to do it with the pen. We want to steal with the pen. Okay, so you stealing with the pen, you're doing Ponzi scheme. Now you're upstate doing 30 to life, 40 to life. Be careful with wanting instant gratification and trying to cut corners and doing whatever it takes, even if it's not right, even if it's morally wrong, even if you're hurting someone, including yourself, to get this. Is it worth it? Because Spirit says, I'm going to give it to you regardless. You don't have to cut corners. All you have to do is follow the rules. Follow the rules. Okay? You see? Being judgy and critical and criticizing is not going to work in your favor. Okay? Don't get nasty with someone because they can't give you what you want right away. So automatically you call them out their name, or you give them the cold shoulder, you give them attitude, you curse them out. Be patient with people. and with yourself and with the universe. You're gonna get what you gonna get. But if you hurt others, if you judge others, if you're cruel, if you try to cut corners, if you try to get slick, if you try to manipulate, if you try to do dirty, then I won't be surprised if the Ten of Swords come out here, or the Eight of Swords, and you get locked up in jail, or, you know, something, you lose someone you really love in your life because of this. See? Gratitude. Gratitude. Live in the energy of gratitude while the universe is working on bringing you more. It's like you're not satisfied with what you already have. You want more. You want more. You want more. It's like I'm capable of doing more. I want more. I want more. I want more. This is like if you're at a job and you're in the mailroom, but you know you can be a manager, but that position is not available to you. Or you have to do certain courses or exams or whatever in order for them to give you that managerial position. Just because you know how to do the job doesn't mean that they're not going to test you, or that you don't have to work through the steps that everybody else is working. You know, maybe somebody else is already in line for that managerial position and they've been working at this for years, but because you think you're capable, then they should choose you. You're not happy with what you have. You want more. And maybe if they see your hard work in the future, they will give you a whole lot more. But because you're not patient, you may get nothing. They may throw your cup out. You may get nothing. They may leave you down there in the mailroom. Or they may not give you a promotion or a raise because maybe they can't give you that position or that promotion. But maybe they'll do something else for you while you work up to that position. But don't be greedy this week. Oh, don't throw tantrums. Don't get nasty with people. Because believe me, it is you who is going to pay. Because the control this week is not in other people's hands or your hands. But your ego won't let you see that. Your ego is tricking you into believing that you have control over this situation and that other people have control over the situation. But that's not the fact. The fact is that it's all about divine timing. This is not right for you at this time. Maybe Spirit knows something you don't know. Maybe if they put you in that position, let's say Spirit allows it and puts you in that position, and then you in it, and now you over your head. Because it's not how you thought or you imagined it to be. Because you didn't give yourself time to see how things work out. Or how you would be able to manage what you want or what you're asking of from the universe. The universe knows something at this time you don't. But you're mad at the universe. You're cursing the universe out. You see? The universe wants to bring a turn for the better. A turn for the better. Look, the universe is not in your hands. It's not in nobody else. It's not in your lover's hands. It's not in your mother's hands, your father's hands, your priest's hands. It's in nobody's hands. You can't blame nobody. You can't blame yourself. You can't go around cursing people out and throwing tantrums and stuff. Just wait. Just wait. You are coming into some good fortune. Lots of money, lots of opportunity, a turn for the best in your situation. But be patient. You are about to get out of that mailroom, but you need to be patient. You about to get out of that hot kitchen, stop flipping burgers, and you is about to run your own restaurant. But you got to be patient. Stay in gratitude. The more simple and basic you live, the more grateful you are, the more good fortune you get. Oof. But as we said, there it is, the snake. There it is, the snake. As we said, if you do dirty, it will be the end for you. You will lose a job. You will lose a friend. You will lose a home. They will repo your car. Okay? You will get locked up. You will get 30 to life. You will get 5 to 15. You will get 2 years to 7. All right? You is going to jail. People are going to kick you out of their life. All right? They're going to leave you in the hot desert alone. Oh. It's time for transformation and change. But you need to prepare yourself. This is something, anything new you're doing in your life this week. One step at a time. Don't think you have all the answers. Don't think that you know what these people want or what is truly being asked of you. Wait for things to unfold, because there is a snake in the garden and you don't want to get bit because you're acting impulsively, or you're acting from a place of emotion, or you're just rushing in, or you're taking uncalculated, really not smart moves and risks at this time. Taurus, patience, okay? Divine timing. Trust that the universe will have everything unfolding for you accordingly. Things will be blessed. Things will manifest. But you have to have patience. If you take it into your hands this week, you could be causing yourself sabotage. That has been your weekly tea. Until we sit here again, be well, stay blessed. Namaste and ciao. It's your Rita the Gem Star. Thank you so much for stopping by, sipping some weekly tea with us. Support your content creators. Subscribe, like, comment, and share. And to receive your own personal private reading, book it at our website, kettlemessagestarot.my.canva.site, in the description box below. May you have a blessed week ahead. Ciao.